listens and evaluates, and then they switch spots. And so we did that for 40 minutes today, and my 4th block kids totally nailed it. I was like they were making such amazing points. I was like, God, I'm so proud of them. Like they did such a good job. I was so happy. It was just kind of fun to watch them like work through the awkwardness.
You braved the Red Cup Day Starbucks.
Hello.
I wanted to, but I
already
genuinely
out of red.
I forgot
cups
to get
pretty
my
much.
freaking birthday
Probably.
drink.
Yeah, our
I'm
Starbucks
upset
was
about
dead.
it.
I did. Well, yeah, mine was during that the water problem, and so all the Starbucks were closed.
That's so dumb.
And then by the time I finally had time to go back, I was like, well, it's been like 3 days. It is no longer justified, I feel, to go and say, hey, I missed my No, don't.
That looks so yummy.
Hello, Tess. Hello,
Turkey on sourdough. You want to bite it? You can bite from this side. It's got bacon on it. It was really good.
What drink did you get?
Apple crisp macchiato.
Alright, friends. Welcome.
Why are you recording me eating? I'm so
Are you gonna sit over there tonight?
upset.
We shall see.
Okay.
Oh, wait till Colin gets here.
I get this whole fucking futon to myself.
It's because you smell bad.
That's fine.
Whoa.
Alright, friends.
At least
welcome.
I'm not ugly.
Welcome,
I'm not saying
everyone.
you're ugly.
Don't trust me. I'm
That's
sick.
what she's saying.
If or Andrew, it's up in the air. Anyway, I'll call your name. Tell me what animal your character is, or don't. Just let me know your. We got a mistress,
Goat.
goat.
Because she's the goat.
Oh yeah.
Duh.
We got an ember,
A phoenix. Duh.
a phoenix. Pretty hot. Do we have a hostage?
Stop making up animals.
Probably Prudence.
Just that cat.
Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
Do we have an indie?
And a kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Mm.
And do we have a melody?
Ostrich.
Amazing.
Do we have a mod?
Not like a songbird or
Do
something.
we have a mod?
I looked up dumbest animal.
An
Do we have
ostrich.
And it was
mod?
number 1.
Previously on Don't Trust Me.
Whichever one sings Wonderwall, that's the one I am.
Shut the fuck up.
I love it.
Why are they throwing
Andrew, stop being such a
pitchforks
cunt.
at the moon?
Huh?
Why are they throwing pitchforks at the moon?
Yeah, you know, harvest moon. After the call with Mod's operator, they begin the long process of relaying their accrued information over the week to their true operators at Brave Mind Institute, where Mistress conveys the info of Terminal Olive, Amba, and the Masked Warrior, and Nameless, to the operators. Then the others contact their operators as well and confirm the information will not be lost by accidentally giving it to the fake operator. It is at this point the group transfers back to New Atlanta and say their final goodbyes to Claude and Kirzu, an ally that will hopefully be a future boon in the growing battle against the Greycoats. Mistress and Melody travel at this point to the capital in order to acquire spell components, as well as information on Melody's broken radio. They come in contact with Broadway, a mechanic of the Calamity Project's Garnet Wing, who informs Melody of the radio's origins from the Malik Assembly, a foreign nation on the eastern continent, where parts of certain machinery aren't available in the West. He informs her that the insides of the device are hollow, leaving it impossible for it to have been able to operate in that condition. He informs her as well all the specific screw pieces missing that could enable a connected circuit with the machine. He requests either a return of the missing screw or the option of allowing him to keep the device and attempt to recreate the missing parts, which Melody accepts for the latter for the time being. Back in the town of Palegrass, the state of the town and its mysterious white noise ailment have taken a turn for the worst. The town is all but devoid of life, and those that are spotted are suffering from its effects. The crew also take effect of this mysterious noise as they enter, where everybody suffers the same vertigo-esque effect, aside from Ember, who sees a quick flash of a lever being pulled, coupled by a slight kick. They wander down to GBB to find an almost empty tavern with a single guest and Glorious remaining the joint. After a brief conversation, the party is able to assess the damage to Glorious, as he hardly is able to hold on to any of his memories. After helping him relapse, he explains his difficulties leaving the location without making sure the townsfolk are safe. He then agrees to help evacuate the town of stragglers with the group and leaves. Man, it's been a rough morning for me, it seems. He then agrees to help evacuate the town of stragglers with the group and leave accordingly, if the group is able to help locate his previous staff mates and investigate the cause of the white noise. As they leave the tavern, they head northwest to the Church of Route 6, where glorious mention a high influx of populace even in these trying times. As the group reaches the location, they are greeted with pedestrians guarding the outside of the facility's entrance, who deny them entry without even a shred of humanity. They manage to force their way through with a handy thunder wave, killing the group instantly. As the group then proceeds to bone rush the chapel, a preliminary trap catches the party upon entry, forcing many to rethink their ascent. They continue to pour through despite this, and enter the cathedral mass area, where an adorned mad preacher and his 4 acolytes greet the party. Heavy illusions to frighten away the trespassers, failing their duties. Welcome. Today's episode features a guest star. Anyway, you'll find out when you'll find out when it happens.
You inviting Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan's. Well, he's just coming. He's not in it.
He's gonna be the bad guy.
Yeah, he pulls out a
You
whip.
know what?
He just pulls out a gun and
Let's
kills
just-
us.
Squid Games, everyone here.
Let's just turn around and go back to TW's and we'll come
There's-
back and do.
Yeah, there's
Finally, a man of culture.
there's something about every time we have a guest player they have to have a gun, I guess.
Just shoot down the
Freaking
prickle.
John.
I felt like that was my most badass moment in this campaign.
What was?
How John just kept trying to shoot me 5 times in a row, and I
Oh
just
yeah, you
stood
just
there.
Terminator walk towards it. You were the T-1000, man, taking those bullets and absorbing them.
That was the most badass I've ever
Start
done.
I brought Oreos if anybody wants Oreos.
Yeah.
Well, you
Careful
brought the
opening those
gross
around the
grapes,
microphone,
so-
but yeah, if you want
The
to
gross
pass around.
kind?
You only double stuff?
No.
Too much stuff?
I like the really thin ones with less cream.
Those are good.
I like
That's,
Cream
uh,
is the gross part.
I like the
weird-
dark
weird-
chocolate.
Fake opinion.
Emmy's always been
I've
that
got-
way. That is
I
not
would take
news
an
to
Oreo.
me.
Okay.
Like I was honestly shook last
Here,
night.
I'll
when
try
you
to get him
liked
more to the
that.
middle as long as it doesn't
Just
disturb the
pass
mic.
them around. That's
Okay.
right next to the
Here, yeah,
microphone.
I'll-
Super
let
loud.
me-
Super fucking loud.
Yeah,
Let me just move this away.
I'm trying to move it away from the mic before it does the initial.
Open
I'm trying to keep it away from Kayla's keyboard as well, because that's just like Kayla the whole
And her
time.
voice just carries.
Alright, friends.
She is an ostrich after all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't ask
maybe.
Maud.
What does that
What
mean?
kind of animal
What
are
if
you?
Maud was an animal? What
Oh, if Maud was an animal,
would you be? What would you be?
shit.
She would be shit.
Got it. Yeah. No, I feel like he'd probably be like a dinosaur or something.
A dinosaur.
Yeah.
You guys are your
Talking
man
about animals that don't exist.
Just a dinosaur.
Dinosaur. You bog wiving.
Why did you say goat?
She's the goat.
She's the goat.
I don't know what that
I
means.
thought
Greatest of
Fisty
all
was
time.
the goat.
Kayla,
G-O-A-T.
you are so uncultured.
Imagine being like a glizzy gobbler, a throat goat, if you will.
Don't have to.
I already have the throat goat.
I hate it.
I
Just know because Trump
genuinely
can't throw
want
as
to
many
die.
glizzies as Obama can.
You hurt.
This is painful.
We should have had winter.
Anyway,
We should just
leave a
say
message after the meeting.
Yeah, I'm
Is
sure
that
the
her
cats.
name? Is that her name? That's super cute.
Are we just waiting for?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's waiting for us to shut the hell up.
Well, I mean, you guys are, as the scene plays out, yeah, this red robe-adorned figure in the middle here casted this kind of illusion that the entirety of the group was able to see through, or at least the majority that did. For every point, I was like, that's fucking fake, you guys. And
Dipshit.
as the guy sitting there, his acolytes are sitting next to him here, just kind of like genuflecting in his general direction here, and he has his hands up in the praise the sun kind of motif here, gesticulating out to where you hear. Your guys are freshly charred and entering into the mass area. What's up, Hostile?
What's he wearing?
That's it.
It looks like this.
He's wearing these tattered, these very tattered kind of. They're meant to seem like priest robes, but it's very clear that these were like recycled from a center or grabbed out of the garbage. They're ripped to shreds.
Goodwill.
Headgear wise, what's he wearing?
Headgear, he's completely bald. He's this frail older man.
So he's not wearing a hat.
No hat right now.
Are the acolytes wearing hats?
The acolytes very much kind of mimic like what seems to be younger versions of him.
So
They're
no
wearing
hats.
the same clothing and just slightly younger versions, slightly shorter, kind of like the Joker on the staircase with the little mini
Yes.
So no hats in this building.
No hat. Well, you ask your teammates. Mistress, what's up?
Before we get too much further, can you tell us where we are and how we got here? No, I joke. Don't do it. Don't reread it.
Last time on
Previously
don't
on
reread
Real
it.
After the call with Mon's operator.
No.
Alright, friends. And so you're left that fate in front of. The man doesn't necessarily know that the vision hasn't frightened you off yet, but the 6 of you are standing in this center here, this mass area, at the far back ends of the pews, with him being up near where the organs and the altars would be for regular church services. In this position here, just kind of almost like villainly.
Shatter.
You got Shutter? What do you do? Okay, sure.
Oh, I have something I want to cast.
Well, you should have said it first. Communicate. Do okay.
I was
When I
gonna
do
ask him
hypnotic
what's so
pattern
funny.
and like knock them all out.
Okay. If you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we would have had a chance to like discuss this. But go for it.
We might have. No way to know now.
Okay, so what's going on?
Hypnotic pattern.
Hypnotic pattern? Okay, do it.
30-foot cube, DC 15, wisdom save. Make this in vain.
Okay, he fails.
Yes! Were any of the other ones in that 30-foot cube?
They're standing essentially right next to him, each 5 foot
Okay,
apart.
well, they need to
So,
also
yeah,
roll.
they don't have to. They fail as well.
Oh.
Ooh.
As you cast the pattern on him, the figures evaporate away.
Nice.
Also,
Oh.
His mirror image! Okay, so he is incapacitated. Is there anyone else in this building?
as far as you know right now, these are the only people in this mess area, but do give me a perception check to see.
There's
Okay,
some
okay,
soldiers that just like walked through the front door.
What the fuck
And one of
up?
them actually left.
Okay, 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 okay. 17.
17?
Duh.
Sure.
Witnessing around this area here, it looks like, just judging from the pews and whatnot, this place is relatively often used. Just seems that this moment has been cleared out. Judging through all the different pews and stuff, not necessarily having a chance to like make sure anyone's like hiding from ambush. You guys are essentially alone in this room.
Okay, so I would say we're safe for a second. Did you guys? You heard him, or I heard him say. The voice hasn't finished his sermon. It sounded familiar to me.
So what did you do with the hypnotic pattern on him, by the way?
It's like I played the notes and then it twists around him, so he's incapacitated, can't move. They're both there. He's just like.
Do I got does he have saves? He's got it?
No, that's something that unless he's shaken awake or
Okay,
hurt.
sweet.
So we're good until somebody tries to come in here, basically. But
So like shaken awake. Like if I just touch him, it won't
no,
wake him
no.
up, right?
He has to have somebody on his team or us, I guess, take our action to
How long does
physically try to waken him.
it last?
A minute?
Un minuto.
Well, that's not long enough for me to go dig through his robes and figure out what's on his person.
You try real
It's
fast.
pretty up there.
Can I go dig through his robes?
You can run up there and give an investigation on him, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think we should kill him.
No.
Oh, we should what?
I don't think we should kill him
Oh,
We should
why?
because the thing that he said, I recognize that from something.
And what did you say here?
He said the voice
what?
hasn't finished his sermon. Like that sounded like something I heard
Oh my
from
god.
That's a nat one.
Oh, good start. Can I?
As you get up to him and you put your hands on him, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
As immediately your vision in your mind is overcome with this
tracks.
horrible noise.
That's a 10.
Okay, you hear a and then the noise just crescendos into just a ear-busting noise within you. You're also stunned.
Oh, fuck.
As you're right here, it's just like
Do we
trail
see
of blood comes running down your ears.
Oh,
This happens
yeah.
here.
Do we
Did I
see
take
that?
any damage?
If you guys are running up there with her, you would as well. You
I
would
don't-
take,
So
just
have
for
a
now,
cold person or
1
something?
point of psychic damage. It's nothing that's super debilitating, but it is painful.
If I was sitting back there, would I have seen like something happen to her?
I'll make perception.
13.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I run.
She attacks immediately. Shh.
I run up there and.
Shit. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it a spell?
No.
Why don't you ever let me roll saving throws against spells, Andrew?
Spells is all can't.
12.
12. Okay. You said you got a nat 1 for your save, right? No, that's an investigation check. Okay. As you grab on as well, the noise kind of rushes you, but you're able to pop off just for like enough to kind of snap her out of it as well.
Okay.
I feel like if you would have held on just a second longer, you would have been encompassed in it too.
Okay.
And as you let go as well, you see the man's eyes begin to dart back and forth, as
God,
if
it's-
something's going on in his head that's kind of snapping him back to
Wearing
consciousness.
No, but it reminds me of when you were when you were telling us about the book, something Cloudman wrote. I think he might have more information. We need to like incapacitate him a little more temporarily so we can talk to him.
I mean, we could beat the shit out of him until he's incapacitated.
Well, but we need him to be able
Nice.
to talk.
Yeah, and you can non-lethally beat the shit out of someone and then tie him up.
I mean, we could probably just tie him up right now, but it sounds like if we touch him,
Yeah,
we
we
get
don't-
like fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. So
So we non-lethally beat the shit out of him until he's almost unconscious. Like literally, if you just say non-lethally attack, like you don't kill him.
I know, but that's not going to change the fact that when we go to tie him up,
well,
we're going to have these. We can tie him up right now, the same way than if we like beat the shit out of him a bunch.
But usually, if someone's like downed or almost dead, generally their powers are less powerful.
So we could tie him up and then beat the ever-living fuck out of him.
I mean, whichever order we want to do.
it's just a matter of can we tie him up fast enough without us getting fucked up by whatever the aura is around him, and B, him waking up.
Andy, as you step out of here, make an intelligence check with advantage. This man's slightly familiar to you.
That makes sense.
It's dad.
Someone who
Oh my god, I still have not rolled higher than a 5.
With both rolls?
That would be, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the whole, I've rolled 4 times today and I haven't rolled higher than a 5. You said intelligence?
Yeah, it's your intelligence modifier.
That would be a 7.
7? Okay, you've seen this guy around, and you maybe even have seen him like during Pelgrass this week, but like you can't figure out why. You know he's a resident of this town. It's not like some person that's coming here to do harm. But you could have
Maybe.
had ulterior motive. You don't know. You don't know. Ooh, you recognize him though. Okay.
Well,
Well, I'm gonna back up a little bit.
yeah, I'm not gonna get close to him. Shit.
Good morning.
I'm gonna try to.
You death, you're hanging from an apostle.
Oh, gross! Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna try to stuff something in his mouth, like a sock or something.
Okay, you might have
Okay,
to.
he's just standing here at this point, so he's gonna resist you. Make a strength check.
Okay, well, is he still incapacitated or has it got
No,
totally
he's-
gone?
He's woken
He's
up.
woken
I
up.
think.
Okay.
In a minute.
I'll make Can I assist her?
If you want to, help.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
take it down, essentially.
All right.
Both of you make wisdom saving throws, though, as you do this.
Okay.
Okay. Is the attack first or the saving throw?
Do the grapple first. 'Cause you're coming
It's
Okay. I got a natural 20.
I got a 19. So
Okay, yeah, you guys essentially just going
Yeah.
for the dual bear hug.
fucking gag this guy.
My
Oh,
wisdom save is only a 9.
And let me double check my wisdom modifier.
Andrew, can I look around for like rope or something to tie him up, like Melody had suggested?
Make an investigation.
That's a
Like,
7
just
on my
get my
wisdom.
belt.
save.
Yeah, both of you as you grab on here,
Something.
essentially your arms kind of begin to vibrate slightly, and then your eyes go from this crystal clear to just TV static.
Are we still holding?
Yeah, it essentially locks you up, is what it is.
Next.
Just kind of puts you in here, and both of you both take a point of
We
psychic
did it,
damage.
We're looking at into each other's eyes.
Both take a point of psychic damage for this small amount
We
of time.
did it. We tied him up.
16.
16.
Time
kind
to
of
pick
in
your
this
bodies.
series of haste here, you go and find one of the curtains that's nearby up on the top here, and rip one of the pieces of the cords that's essentially the foundation of the long
Okay.
curtain that would close off the top area here, taking some strand of it. Yeah, you'd be able to run over there. They're already frozen up during this
Yeah.
time, though.
Okay, so they're like around him.
Yeah, they're essentially just kind of bear hugged him here, and both of them just has their mouth wide agape, Stranger Things, like to Will with his mouth wide open here.
Indy, are you still there? Or are you still?
That's
I
terrifying.
like backed up a couple feet.
Can you hold this end and then I will run around and then we'll like kind of try to tighten it without actually touching them?
Titans!
Are you gonna tie us to him?
What else am I gonna do?
Alright.
The fucking idiot.
Because I feel like as soon as I touch you guys,
This
fucking
will
do, I
this will
swear.
not have any long term effects.
It's like, you know, when you touch an electric fence and then, like, you know, like holding hands. Where it's like,
Yeah, it's like when you touch an electric fence and then you're holding
It's
hands
okay,
with somebody
they're
else,
tied-
and then your other
You're
friends
looking
come
at
and tie you
each
to the
other.
electric
it
fence
doesn't
and take
last
it away.
forever. Like,
Yeah.
it lasts maybe like 6 to 10 seconds before you guys are able to snap
Yeah,
back.
it's okay.
Guys.
They're tying us up non-lethally.
yeah.
Tie all of them together? Is that what you said?
I didn't know if like how soon this was gonna.
It doesn't affect you, though,
Release.
when you
Okay.
go and touch them.
I did not. Okay.
Alright, your head hurts. Like, this is just like a eye migraine, just right back here. But,
Ugh, worst.
I forgot to take my contact
Fuck
out
does.
last night.
But you're able to essentially finagle and push these guys off and get them something as he's resisting and whatnot, and kind of been jostled back and forth by this barrage of Melody and Maud duo here. Freaking modern, the Melody and Rhythm gang. Okay, and make a sleight of hand check as you do this.
Do we both need to do that?
Just Ember, unless someone's assisting her.
I'm holding the other end of the rope.
Yeah, she's holding
Okay,
one end
you
and
do
I
it.
tied them up.
Okay.
Sleight
Took
of
from
hand.
outside the building.
You were outside.
Feel free to take a few. There's a huge package.
Yeah, I definitely would like some.
That's 8.
Okay.
Oh my god, we're
Okay,
all
can you
so-
dig some out so I don't have to open it right next to the mic?
I mean,
As you're essentially doing this here, he makes eye contact with you here, and he kind of head back with his eyes to make contact with you. Here is like, you will stay to the gospel's completion, and he essentially just kind of misty steps out from where you
Oh,
are,
you son of a bitch.
Oh!
and like standing over, essentially on a higher platform, over where the organ would be, just on this kind of higher scaffolding that's still in place for this ramshackle church. And standing above all, and once again has his arms splayed out, it's like, do not realize that the changes the gospel will bring to you all.
Should we do initiative?
Can I do something real quick?
It doesn't seem aggressive though.
I just want to
You can
know
roll-
what.
I mean, you
I
can
just want to
keep
know our
backing him
order.
if you
Well,
want.
because.
He's simply backing off.
Oh, but you want to keep doing something.
Hostile sat down. She was like, let me know if you want something.
It's up to 1 round. Okay, I don't think that would count for right now. I also wanted to Misty step up to where.
Oh shit.
As soon as he disappears, I would see where he is, and I want to do the same thing. Go to where he is.
Okay. You peer up on the ledge with him, you know, just kind of peer like an inch from his face, and he turns and makes contact with you again. He's like, "Where have I seen you? Where have the praises spoken of you? You're a follower, aren't you? Yes. The light will shine."
Is he still tied up?
No, he stepped
Oh,
out.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Shit.
That was what.
They're holding the ropes down here like, God damn it, oh. I just heard this church shit. Anyway. This figure's just standing next to you here. And goes in just essentially for like a loving embrace. Throws his arms around.
Oh god.
If you're gonna back off, you're gonna fall.
Oh, okay.
essentially, so
It's
if you
like
can
on
do whatever
the
you want.
scaffolding. I'm not good at
Okay. Just embraces you here, and you hear nothing as this occurs to him here. And he lets go, and he puts his old hand on your face. Here. He's like, "You've come to set us free. Then the lot of you are not enemies, is that correct? You've come to help spread the voice."
Just hear Indy yell.
Yeah.
who in this group is going to be Blake Shelton and who's?
I know, that's what I was gonna say too.
Dibs on Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
I want to be Christina Aguilera.
Anyway, bit over.
What the fuck you talking
The Voice.
The Voice.
TV
The
show.
The show.
Alright, I'm just gonna
So.
cancel this arc.
Oh.
That's how it's gonna be.
No.
Alright.
I'll shout out to the guy. Actually, we came to learn more about the Voice and would like if you could enlighten us.
Make a persuasion check. Do you need your hand? Do you need some dice cloud?
You know what? It's well, right now I'm pulling up Dice Cloud.
It goes through like a whole like.
Yeah, if you
You
want
got so much dice.
if somebody
Don't-
can lend
don't
me
feel
a
like
picture, yeah.
Don't feel like you're bothering them. You have so much dice.
Okay, thank you. I know we do.
Like Kayla's got like 10 D20s over there, ready to go.
Yeah, I know.
She's like, these are my inspiration.
Actually, it's 15 right here.
You guys squirmy worm.
You're just squirmy boy.
Squirmy worm.
Just want a D20. That is not a D20. I just want a D20.
What's up?
Is there no D20s?
I don't think so.
That's ironic.
Not that I
There
can
you
see.
go.
There we go. Thank you. Call me. Stop it. I'll put these away in
That's
just
fine.
a second.
No, you're good. I have.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 9, and then my persuasion.
Tell me what the lies mean.
That is a 15.
15. You speak of enlightenment. Very well. The Thurman still has multiple days of continuation. You may spend your time basking in the light's presence with me. And at this point, the figure hops off of the platform where Ember was and slow falls to the ground here.
Not hugging me anymore.
The platform here walks up, and it's just a dingy. Essentially, the look of this figure that's standing in front of you is a dingy old fortune teller. Like, the clothing around him is very much not of actual priest attire. And you never went to church around these parts, did you? You wouldn't necessarily know if this was like what people of this place wore, but it doesn't look like it. If anything, this guy went through some hell within the last couple weeks that made it look like this. But the garb you kind of get from him is just somebody who's trying to play the part of something that's assembled stuff he's found is delusional.
What is the voice?
Ah, the voice. Sit down, my friends. I have a tale.
I'm getting like Cave of Wonders vibes.
So, weary traveler. It's an entertainment bus today.
Yes.
I've seen many enter, none return.
Sorry, I will sit
I sit on this couch.
begrudgingly.
Oh, yeah.
Sit up here in the air.
Okay. As the figure glides down and strolls up, is like, and you have not received the exposure of the people of this land.
We've been traveling.
Can you speak up?
We've been traveling! Get the fuck down
I'm
here!
not talking to you!
One cannot simply claim to understand the glory of the voice without experiencing it. What are your motives?
No, we can try.
I was told to protect the relay with my life. You will not take another step.
What do you mean by the relay?
The voice. The conduit from which it speaks.
Where would I find that?
You have not heard enough. In several days' time, you will have the glorious light shining over you. And at that moment, you will be able to see it for yourself. You all will. Ask, my friends.
What if I was like,
I want to.
What-
Okay,
what-
so wait, we
like, what
will
if-
have the holy
You
light.
not have the
override?
exposure that we all share.
can I like just go stand next to the relay and
Are
just
you, like,
blast
just
myself with
100
radiation so that I can like speed it along?
I am like right outside the front door.
Oh yeah,
Who has
Mistress
the
is not
journal?
even in here.
Oh, that's right. Mistress is out
She
back.
took the fire blast
You
and
have the journal
noped out.
again? You
Never
must,
done it back.
you must still have it. Okay, I'm gonna message Mistress, and I'm gonna say, read Cloudman's journal again and look for mentions of the voice.
How's he gonna be able to do that? How's the only one that was able to do that?
Everybody.
Because wasn't it like just broken Cyocton?
Well, yeah, but it's like coded Psyoc.
Well,
yeah.
you essentially translated it for everybody, so this should kind of be information everyone knows, but you would need to, if you're actually searching for it, it would probably have to be you.
Okay.
No, this is the way, like, the language is taught kind of like, kind of out of whack, but the writing that Cloudman taught,
Oh, that's what's
also is
okay.
pure wingdings. He essentially taught, like,
Wingdings.
W
I
is an
missed- okay.
A, F is a T. It's, yeah,
Okay,
all
I
letters is
misunderstood.
just complete hieroglyphics.
Okay, well I would probably know that already, so never mind. Next that. Then I'll message Hostel and I'll say, we need to get in. We need to reread that journal ASAP.
None of you will believe it.
What?
You have so much to see.
Let's get started.
Everybody
Indy's
sit.
down.
Sit.
I
Your enlightened wits. And at this moment, the figure
I want the
travels,
Kool-Aid.
She's like, I've
travels
been
back
waiting to
up
be saved.
towards
Step
the
behind.
essentially the organ with nothing else in front of it, and just raises his arms
Oh
and
god.
stares up at the sky, and is essentially like nodding to himself at this moment, as if listening to something.
I guess I can reply to your message, huh?
You can
I'd
reply to this
probably-
message.
Probably just say like, so it seems like this guy isn't necessarily our ticket in. Can we kill him now?
I mean,
I mean, we could potentially get
know that.
could potentially get some more information out
I
of
mean,
him.
based
but-
off of what our DM said, it seemed like he wasn't really.
It doesn't look like a. Well, it doesn't look like he's willing to, at least, if you're pretending to be on his side, it doesn't look like he essentially believes that you guys are going along here, but it seems like a long process. So you might need to look for ways to hasten that if you can, or not, or you can wait. However many days he's wanting you to wait.
Like, when the city burns and
Yeah, because I think
dies
he's
like
gonna.
Millview.
I think he's gonna give it. I think he can give us more information potentially.
Yeah, once the city burns like Millview. That sounds like a great
Okay, I
plan.
know that murder is like your immediate go-to, but maybe we can just like give it a second for once.
From outside the building, Mistress will say, "I'm actually with Hostel on this one."
This is in our head. Messaging.
Oh,
Or not
never mind.
Oh.
Mr. Still.
So I'm just like,
I, as a player, would like to say that Mistress would be with Hostel on this one.
Okay, but like we can give it a second, but every second that passes, Glorious loses more memory.
we don't know that for sure.
So at this
We
point,
kind of do though.
as you're
Yeah.
sitting in the pews here, you begin to hear. Well, first off, Mistress, as you're standing out here, essentially kind of surveying and waiting for your teammates to chime in on what's going on, people start approaching the church within kind of like a single file line, just kind of walking down the sidewalk in both directions. Make a turn and they start walking towards the church. Not like a robot, but very much just a
Just heading.
stride.
I'm
And they're
gonna-
not looking at you.
I'm
They're
gonna.
wanting to go past you.
I'm gonna cast suggestion on him.
Everyone, there's a crowd coming, says Mistress
So I'm
in a
gonna
loud
say.
voice in the general
um,
direction of the group.
I'm gonna say, excuse me, and I'll stand up, and I'll say, it seems like you want to answer our questions, or stop what you're doing and answer our questions, and then I cast suggestion. DC 15 Wisdom save.
15. Yeah, he passes. And it's at this moment
fucking
he
spells.
lowers his arms and his head quickly turns and notices that something was cast on him. Says, You all
Oh
are
my
not-
god, please do.
Like a little slip.
You all are not true acolytes, aren't you?
Tracolites?
Acolytes.
Acolytes. Where did I
True
get-
acolyte.
Oh, true acolytes. I was like,
Tracolites.
We
We're not those
are
either.
not troglodytes.
I wanna be.
A troglodyte?
No, an acolyte.
I must ask that you all leave. When the sermon begins, you cannot be here.
well,
Only the true listeners must stay.
Hello.
Leave at once!
Okay.
Everyone here, leave!
I just look over at Melody
like Melody, you
We-
pooped our acolyte party.
I go to
we
leave.
doing this?
I'm walking
Do
towards
whatever
the
you
door.
want.
You start walking towards the door, essentially, as they're passing
I
you.
feel like that's what we're
Yeah.
supposed to do,
Groups of
but-
townsfolk.
Mistress is gonna, as the townsfolk approach, she's gonna step to the side and cast grease in the doorway.
Okay. Do it.
You do that.
Okay, so essentially what this is going to be, since they don't have qualms with you, is just a game of, like, what is it? Benny Hill, of you just being a dick to citizens.
Every creature must succeed on a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or fall prone when it enters the
Every
area.
creature.
Well, this is the thing, is there's scores of people, and so some people do and some people don't. They slip and they fall, and at this moment they stammer and get up, and they hold on to something, but keep going past you.
Keep going.
You essentially just made it more inconvenient.
Yeah, Mistress's goal is
Um,
to slow the entry of people into the church in
Ma-
order to give the
Yeah.
Mod
group
would
time.
like to continue towards the exit, and as he reaches like kind of the pile of people falling in grease, he will transform to match a townsperson he saw earlier, and kind of just like fall down into the grease and mix with everybody.
Oh,
Oh,
smart.
okay.
Smart.
Yeah,
So
because
as
my
you
whole
leave-
thought is I don't think he's actually doing any ritual. I think he's just kind of like
He's Jim Jones in it.
a part of it. I think he's just kind of like swept up in it, but it seems like he knows stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm out. I left.
Okay, so you just completely let, yeah, and so you would essentially be running into people and like passing by them as they filter in and covered in grease for one.
Do I see anyone I know?
Make a perception check as you walk through
They're
here.
covered in butter.
If I had
Oh,
the
that's a
ball
nat
spells,
20.
I would've
Right.
put
Finally.
in front
I
of
mean,
me.
yeah, these are people, us, not everybody, but you pass by and sure enough, there's a stall owner from the northern farmers market. There's someone that used to come and have appointments with your folks. These are
I'm gonna avoid that person.
townspeople. Not necessarily names. There's like you didn't live the most social life when you were there, but you know the faces of everyone, of the majority of people. These are people from the town just walking in.
No one that I would know well enough to like stop and chat.
You don't
with,
like
though.
find no one from your immediate family, or anyone that's associated right now. No one from the bars or anyone that you've met so far. But they're filtering in and they're going into the pews and they're sitting. Just they sit, they stand, and they kneel. And they put their hands in a sign of
Being
prayer.
some kind of trance or
Everybody,
something.
as this is
Mob will,
happening.
Mob will follow suit with like whatever slow is doing.
Make a stealth with advantage here.
Which
Andrew,
is
is this
just
like
straight roll for
scaffolding?
you,
Is it
okay?
like very aware?
Yeah, you're
There's
standing up
like
here
a
like
vibe.
Jesus on the cross.
Not 20.
Come, my people.
Yeah, you
Nice.
you pull inside and you just kind of
Damn,
blend in with the
I'm
group
so
as the spotlights go by, and sit down and find yourself a spot on the pew and just kind of mimic them.
Okay.
In fact, so good, probably half the party didn't even notice you did this as well.
I did not want anybody to notice because I didn't want to make like it. I want people to be like, wait, where the fuck did he go? So then it's like it sells it.
I don't know. I kind of want to roll perception to see if I would have noticed you.
Just fuck it off.
From where I'm at, because I'm not
I
really.
mean, you
the rest
can,
of
I
the
guess, as long as just don't make a scene, preferably.
She's like, Mom, what are you doing?
That's a 7, so I probably didn't.
7? No. This man gone.
Back to maybe the time before. Try to do some dice here.
I put 'em in your bag.
How high up am I, Andrew? Is there a way I can safely get down, or do I have
Because
to
yeah,
fucking use my spell?
It's not that far. It's probably about a 15-foot drop.
Is there like a rope or
So I'll make you do an acrobatics check when you fall.
Don't
But-
trust leaving.
There's not really. You're not supposed to get up here in normal terms.
By the way, if it
It's got
matters,
busy stepped up there.
if it matters, I transformed into the guy that we saw at the bar who like the one
The guy that was.
GBB.
I'm making an acrobatics because I don't want to use another spell slot. That's nat 20.
Nat 20?
Man,
Yeah.
that's our third nat 20.
Fall down, you Iron Man, punch the ground.
Cartwheel in the ground.
The man
Okay.
turns and looks at you as well as like, I'm disappointed.
Let me
Trust.
stay. Let me stay. I want to hear your sermon.
Give me a reason to expose you.
You said there was something about me.
Make persuasion check.
I don't even know what it is. That's
But she's not.
at least a 12. Hold on. That's a 11. Negative to
You lied
charisma.
to me.
It was a 12. Yeah.
The figure looks at you kind of sadly and it's like, you may stay,
What the fuck?
but your friends are unwelcome in this town. They must leave at once or they will be escorted out.
That's my butthole.
Can I go find a spot and I just happen to sit next to Maud, but I don't know it's Maud?
You're like, this town's crazy. It's a crazy good sermon.
If the mode of operation here was not to like be quiet and blend in, Maud would have just been like, yeah, fuck off, guys. You're not welcome here.
Don't be sus.
Rule number 1, don't be sus.
Don't be a sussy baka.
Go to jail.
Oh, what?
You're gonna pretend like that's a real word?
Yeah,
Oh.
they are real words.
It's true. I once was
So
sussy
bad.
baka.
And he actually wanted to say it.
And he's like, I'm trying to find a reason to be alive.
Just seeing the fucking video of Hank from Breaking Bad, calling Walt a sussy baka.
Hmm.
It's amazing.
Okay, so who's all staying around, or who's all at this point trying to find some other? What's everyone doing?
Well, I guess I'm leaving.
Model queued up.
Ember will also pew it.
What does it mean?
Mistress will wait outside and see if any of the group comes. She will maintain concentration. Wait, it's not a concentration spell.
She's still
You're staring at it.
Are you just waiting to see if people fall in the grease on the way
The grease spot will still be there for a full minute.
A whole minute?
And suddenly it just disappears.
It just soaks into the carpet.
Gross.
It's a movie theater carpet.
Ugh.
All you have to do is just rub it around and
Nope.
it sucks everything up.
Nope.
Sorry the lights are so dim in there.
Ew.
So
Right
what's
now.
everyone doing? Maud's hidden. Ember's found a spot in the pews. But Mistress is outside. What are you three doing?
I went out.
I guess
You
I'm
left.
going
You just
out.
completely left. Okay. So yeah, you cross your way and you're noticing about these people too. You guys,
DC 15 dex saves.
yeah,
I'll
you
wait
fall on
till
your ass when you get out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till everybody comes in before I leave. So
There's a big difference between lawful evil and lawful rude.
Mistress
Having
will
a hard
drop-
time figuring out what that is.
Mistress will drop the spell before the
Okay.
full spell is dropped.
lawful
Just a
rude.
bunch of greased up piggy people who go
Bless you.
into there. But
Piggy
yeah, you
people.
Ooh.
Was that on purpose?
Excuse me.
fucked up.
Ah.
That was
Anyway.
pretty cool though. I can't wait till you use it whenever we fight these fuckers.
But as you guys make your way out, essentially the figure goes to the top of the area here, and without even saying a word, gestures his arms up into the air. Once again, looks up as everybody's sitting around here. The people who have left at this time, make perception checks. Just some time here. That's one.
Holy shit.
11.
11.
Um,
Sitting here and assessing
Because
your time
22.
here, it is on the dot.
17.
As you guys exit here and the remainder of the people enter in. Very, very, very high noon as this happens, and the same inside as the figure raises his arms up into the air to kind of let everyone know that there's change going on, and this noise is over everything. The sound of droning begins to grow louder and louder. One not so unsimilar from what you guys entered from the beginning, when you entered the town in the first place. And it lasts 5 minutes. 10 minutes, you guys sit here and listen. And eventually, it stops. The figure puts his arms down, and the figure's in the pews. Stand up all at once. Everybody that was in the church listening to this, make a wisdom saving throw once again.
So it's just the people who are left in the church.
19.
8.
You don't have to, Ember.
Oh.
Actually, sorry. So just these.
Yeah, they have-
just.
Well, because she's a guest, I guess.
I guess it's just you, right?
It's
Oh,
just mod.
yeah.
What did you get on your roll?
8.
What did you get?
19.
I'm a
19.
wizard, not a druid.
Okay. You can finally hear it, the noise, and it's unsettling to hear this pulsating white noise. Just all of a sudden meet a crescendo and its apex during this small period of the day, you as well. And your headache just spikes as this is happening, and you can hear it. You're sitting here, you're just gripping the pew and trying to endure everything that's occurring during this time. Both of you, as this is finishing up around the last minute, begin to see something odd. You see vines growing from the ceilings. You see the pews age slightly around you. And you see everybody around you who is in these kind of, looks like everyone's been wearing the same outfits for like weeks at this point. And even the person standing up here giving this silent sermon, their clothes begin to clean, to get newer. The figure that was up there that had his tattered robes, they start mending. They're looking better. Still terrible, but it's noticeable improvement. And the sermon ends, and you all see people get up and begin to leave. And at this time, the figure puts his arms down and he begins to walk back essentially to an area behind the organ where he exits sight. What are you guys doing? And outside, the people that are outside here, you don't have to make any saves, but you hear the noise. And it's irritating, like nails on the chalkboard. Nothing necessarily changes for you guys, though.
That was weird.
How long did it last?
It lasted about 15 minutes.
Oh wow.
Andrew,
What's up?
while this was going on, what did the people, like, did they have any reaction to
The majority of them had their eyes closed and they stayed kneeled in their prayer, as if listening to a voice.
Well then.
Okay. What do you guys know? At this point, yeah, the people outside see figures begin to just brush past you and just begin walking along their way.
I cast Crease in front of the door now.
Actually,
I know.
I think you can.
I don't want to waste a spell slot.
I cast be a dick.
I don't have all the spell slots of these fucking wizards.
These guys are
Billion.
I want to follow the priest, but my stealth is so bad.
I do too. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
You are?
Not like looking like I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'm just walking up like.
Okay. I'll change back to my default state, and I will see Ember going, and I will
You trail
tag
after
along.
her.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fuck?
Are you guys doing anything as the
Yeah.
remainder of the crowd begins to leave and
Don't
finishes
worry about
up?
it.
I'm just scanning the crowd for my friends.
Okay. None of them leave. They stay in.
I'm going back in. Then.
Yeah, I'm
This
gonna.
is
I'm gonna.
a sign
Oh,
to
yeah.
go in as well.
Oh, okay.
Mine has terrible stealth for being a changeling. It's kind of sad.
because you're so big.
It's not even that big.
It's because you have plate armor on you, goof.
That's true.
I'd
It's
never
100%
imagine
why.
him in armor.
Yeah, exactly. I never
He's
think
just a
about
guy
it.
in like a suit, in like a shirt.
It's just a
that's
paladin. It's just your classic Asher look.
Yeah.
I picture every paladin looking at this point. Just blonde,
both down.
blonde, freaking Prince
Ponytail.
Storming.
Fabio hair. Yeah.
I'm here to ruin your roleplay. Anyway.
Can you imagine?
As you guys go running back here, you find essentially a kind of a back hallway in here where like the books and ledgers and the other offices of this church would be held. A series of rooms and offices off to the edges here. This figure went into one of these rooms. He had to look.
Outside at the same time.
Sure.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
I took the journal from Mistress while she was outside.
Okay. And were you guys during this time discussing anything? This week, the time to do it, you had 15 minutes essentially to talk.
Oh, okay.
That's true. I guess
I'm gonna grab a glass of water when you do that.
I would see if we could potentially use this time like looking back at the journal and seeing if we can like connect things together if possible to read it.
I mean, we can look at the journal at any time.
You're not there.
Yeah, you guys
Shut
are
the
you
fuck
guys
up,
are
Kyle.
praying.
I guess
You're still praying, you dumb bitch.
I mean, I was just trying to suggest.
Kyle!
Meta.
You're not in there!
I know I'm not in there.
Kyle!
He always does that.
I can still recommend that. Like whatever.
Shut the fuck up. Alright.
Alright. Fuck me, I guess.
This
You
would
guys
be
deliberate.
This would be a good time in character to check the journal and see if there's anything regarding the voice and yada yada. Mistress will advocate for killing the man.
Of course.
Okay. I think we should read. So you reread
I
it
can reread it.
to us, and so the part of it that I was looking at was the very last portion. It says, with this list, I'm including 3 agents that should still be within operation of the tunnel divisions of east of Puerto, New Mexico. If you are still wanting to investigate the Holy Voice relay buried there, please consider these targets. The more of them gone, the better. Terminal's old force will only continue their onslaught even without his presence. You'd be doing the world a favor. And then that's where the pages were ripped away. And the fact that Puerto also kind of went through something similar where Cloudman was, whenever he came back, they were like thinking he was a god and they were doing weird churchy shit like this. And then he just called it the voice and relay, and then we my radio like tapped into something and I actually heard speaking and stuff for the first time whenever I was there, and it hasn't worked since. So I don't know if we go back to Puerto or if there's something additional going on here, if it's something that just has spread out this far, or if there's something tapped in here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think it'd be a pretty good guess that if the town is experiencing this static, it's probably because a relay was built in that town, and it seems like the church is kind of the central.
I wonder, because at first I thought the relay was a person, but I guess it isn't. It says the relay, the voice,
It might be a person.
the conduit for which it speaks, is what he said. So it's what, I mean, maybe maybe that's the sound of.
I want to explore this church more, and it doesn't seem like we're gonna be able to with the priest still lurking.
True.
And it
Does
seems like by the time we could get information from him, this town would be too far gone.
does someone have gentle repose just in case we do need to kill him and then ask him questions later?
We also do.
That's a
have
question that you should also ask just for your own well-being, you know.
Oh, I was
made it aware.
I was like 99% sure that someone
Just in
had
case you
gentle
kill
repose.
this NPC.
We
Let's
also
just say
Oh,
some of
fuck.
them dead.
We also do
Oh.
have we also do have a tablet and spell that can allow us to talk to dead if we need
That's
to.
true. Okay.
I don't know if we should kill him. I can't figure out where, but I know him from somewhere. I can't remember where though. So I don't feel great about killing
Can you like look at
vegetable.
your yearbook?
Are we at my house?
I don't know. Are we that far away from your house?
How many clicks away is her house? How many clicks away is her house?
She lives way up north of town, so it's a couple clicks.
Couple clickings.
Couple clicks.
I mean, we could almost kill him. Tie him up.
He doesn't seem threatening. He just seems weird. So I don't really know why we want to like hurt him.
I don't know. Seemed pretty threatening to me.
I mean, yeah, he
Is it
didn't.
just because he's religious? That's why he's still threatening to me.
He didn't openly attack us, but like, I certainly don't think he would let us just search this church.
Search church.
Just like in character for Mistress here, like it's the idea that he is definitely in favor of whatever is happening to this town, and therefore he should die.
Andrew, do we have a phone number to reach Cloudman?
I didn't have a phone. I had nothing on it.
Trap jacket sending!
I mean, you could honestly try to talk to someone about
That
there's a way to reach the Man of Air station, but Man of Air station has currently gone through a massive siege that you were responsible for. So it might not be in service right now.
Man probably doesn't have a beeper even.
It's a pager.
Yeah.
Call me if you reach me.
As of right now, there doesn't seem to be a super specific way to contact Cloudman right now.
Damn it.
You'd have to go back.
I suggest we kill him and search the church.
You also remember, Cloudman didn't write this journal as well, so it might not be the best. It was written for him, essentially, in this code.
Forgot that.
Like, 'cause it wasn't his handwriting. There was some that was in his handwriting in there, but not the majority of it.
So it was match?
You don't know.
Ah. This is if I need your affection.
Well, after this thralling conversation finishes up, we tag back into the group that's inside the...
So what I would like to do is we're in this hall. How many doors are in this hallway?
There's about 3 on each side here,
Three on
and
each
then
side.
there's a back
But he's
door.
like 3 doors down.
I'm not gonna call him Superman.
Sorry.
I would like to start investigating the rooms, but I want to open like each one.
I was gonna listen in before we.
Well, I said I want to open each one carefully.
If you guys want to both do investigation checks, just to be searching to see if you can find any of these people, or if you're trying to be stealthy.
I mean, Ember, what would you like to do?
I'm just scared that we're gonna open this door and there's gonna be like 5 people behind it. Like, what the fuck are you doing back here?
Well,
It's just us.
I'm just paranoid.
well, I mean, we can listen and hear what we can hear. So yeah, I'll go to the
You wanna check like one side and I'll
yeah,
check the
I'll
other?
take the left side.
Okay.
I would like to check the first door on the left and like listen to see if I can hear any sounds on the other side.
Perception.
That will be a 4.
4?
Yeah.
You can't hear anything going next door.
Yeah. Great. Okay. All right.
So this essentially, if there's 3 on each side of the hallway, you're looking at the one on the far right. Or
one
left
of
side,
the-
you said?
Left side closest to the door I just came through.
Okay, so the first
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Can't hear
So.
anything, yeah.
I'd like to try the doorknob and like kind of open it
Those
a
two
crack
guys.
and see if I can see anything inside.
Try the second one or the first one?
The first one on the left here.
Yeah, you open it up here and you take a peek inside. It seems to be an area filled to the brim with chairs, tables, and essentially stuff to bring out for like recreational stuff.
Okay.
A storage room in this area here.
Okay. I'll go ahead and go in.
Okay, as you go in here, you are in a room with chairs, tables, and essentially recreational storage stuff.
Okay.
You looking around during this time, you realize, do make an investigation for me
Yeah.
here.
Let me double check mine. Oh, that's a nat 1. It doesn't matter.
Nice.
Can't find anything of interest.
Great. This is going well. Okay.
I'm glad that we have
Oh,
one of our
there's so
smartest
fucking dirty.
characters up there right now.
Yeah.
With such a high intelligence modifier.
Yeah. True. Well, intelligence doesn't matter.
Now, Ember does have that.
I mean, it does an investigation.
Well,
She
she's
did
she's looking the other
What are you
side.
doing,
I'll be
Ember?
checking the other
So,
side, just
yeah.
like Modded's doing.
And like, we're gonna Scooby Doo this hallway.
Yeah, honestly. So you want me to do in perception first?
Yeah, see if you can hear anything from the doors.
10.
Listening in for the first door, second or third, if he didn't go into any of these, which at this point he had to have gone to one of these. Hopefully, I can't like walk through shit. Maybe, who knows? But
Might
you
have
can't.
magic or-
He's probably not in there making noise, or he moved on to something else when he's in there. So this is not making any noise right now. Everything's pretty quiet.
Okay. I'll do the same where I open each door if I don't.
So you're just moving,
Hear
you're
anything.
opening up each one.
Yeah, slowly.
Okay. The first door on the right side you open up is very similar to the one Maud opened up. Not necessarily the same tables and chairs. Essentially more like spare church curtains, pieces of old benches that have been moved out and shuffled into this room. Or replaced parts. Nothing inside the church has been just anchored down. You can move these benches and whatnot. Kind of in this room. Second room as well, you open it up and it's more of a, this is more of an office, essentially a place for like priests or people that work as a part of the town's church system, kind of come back here and commune as well. The third room as well is another similar one, although this one is, the third room you enter into here is just completely wrecked, essentially, just stuff thrown all over the place, and strange, like, marks of, like, markers charred all over the walls and stuff.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You investigate.
Yeah.
You guys go back into the church after you guys finish your conversation?
Surprised you guys haven't like wondered where Maud is.
Have you guys seen Maud? What?
Right? They don't
Fuck.
realize
We're
that
always
two of them
losing
people
people.
I
without
don't even know where the
noticing.
fuck Ember is. Did she not come out with us either?
She was in the rafters. Maybe she just like sat up there.
Like I'm back.
Sat there the whole time.
Next, you just stay outside.
No, I said I went inside.
You guys going in?
I
Everyone?
guess we'll go in.
Okay. Entering into it, the place is emptied out, and your two friends are no longer anywhere to be seen as well.
Is the priest gone?
Yeah,
Whew.
that's
Sorry.
one people. You're completely in this empty place at the
What's
moment.
your chance to look around?
Yeah, let's look around.
Let's
Great.
look around.
It was all very cryptic as well. While this all happens, like the people just kind of walked around the bodies that were laying out in front. It's like they didn't even see them.
Look around.
I'd probably call you over to look at this room.
Me?
You guys enter in here, and it's hard.
Investigate.
You don't necessarily. Yeah, make an investigation as you're in here.
Can I do a non-intelligence based?
That's a nat one again.
Can I do a performance based?
That's a 3.
I only got a 10.
All of her rolls have been either really good or really bad.
Yep, that checks out. 4.
4. Okay,
Great.
great.
14.
I'm like, never seen church before.
It's just after a little bit, you do find the hallway behind the organ and whatnot, so you'll be able to direct your friends there to continue researching as well. But essentially, nothing in the church has seemingly changed since you guys left. It's the same old church.
This is like the same old church.
Is this the same hallway that they went down? We wouldn't know that, but like out of character.
I mean, just also out of character. Do we need to like? I feel like there's some funk going on right now. Do we not? Do you guys want to do shots or something? Or I feel like I'm holding you guys hostage. I feel really
Okay.
bad.
No, I'm doing okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
case, yeah, you would be directed back there, and very quickly after the group is led into there, you see Maud and Ember investigating these doorways, and you'd be able to run into them.
Does Maud look like Maud?
Yeah, I changed back
Oh.
so that Ember wouldn't freak out when.
Strange
fuck have
man
you
walking
been?
with me.
Yeah, I blended in with the crowd.
Creep.
I didn't want to let you guys know because of what if you guys like.
Seems sus, Maud.
I'm just saying,
He's just
like,
being
I didn't want you guys to act
Well,
weird
he's never
about
been
it.
sneaky before in his life. That's why it's sus. Inside is this really Maud. Are you nameless?
Hey, so we've been here for a bit. Where should we go next?
15.
Check out this weird fucking room, and then
Yeah.
I'll bring you guys into this.
Let's go.
Anyone,
Where, like,
anyone
everything's, like, correct.
catching on to that, or
What?
just
Oh.
good- not you?
I didn't hear
We're
what
trying
you
to make sure. Oh, it's fucked up.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I
no,
didn't hear what you said, to be honest.
I mean,
Great.
we can
Okay,
all
let's
go
fucking
around and say the
search, I
thing.
guess.
We can
So
all
this
go
point,
around.
Maud stabs you in the neck, and you bleed out on the ground.
I mean, we can all go around and say the thing. However, when one person says it, everyone else will know. So.
Well, that's why I specifically asked you. But,
Yeah, I hear
I thought
Rude
that
Boss
was
Hop
fun.
this time of year.
Okay.
There
For
you
a
go.
second, I thought you were making a pun, and I was like, wait, say it again.
I was like, I thought you were making a joke. It's like, did everybody catch my joke?
I'm fucking idiot. Oh, classic Maud melody.
Like this
dumb as hell.
This fucking room. Yeah, we're going to.
Except that was just us. It's like, yeah, I want to check out the weird like rec
Yeah,
room.
just,
The, first we have the rec room. Now we have the rec room.
Yeah, it's wrecked. It's like he said. There's like stuff like messed up all over it. It's not the rec room.
It's
It's
I'm
not the
being
erect.
Oh Jesus.
You know, it's like in your town you have a rec center, then you have a rec center.
Oh,
You guys, at this point, enter into this extra room, or this office room that's just been absolutely thrown about in a frenzy. You know, something scuffle had happened in this room. If everybody wants to do one last investigation check to go ahead and see if they find anything of interest.
Any chance I could do Arcana?
God damn it, Maud.
Arcana, yeah. If you want to check to see if there's
I'm gonna
anything
stab Maud in the
specifically
fucking
magical
neck.
about this room,
Yeah.
or there's any traps of that nature on there. Yeah.
7.
Mine was also 7.
Yeah.
Wow, we're dumb together.
8.
You guys are killing me. You have a +7.
Yeah.
Holy shit! This
Got
man
a
rolled
9.
that one.
What did Mistress get?
9.
No. No.
I also have a +7.
I got a 20. I got a 20 in order not to hurt myself. Okay, that's all I'm doing.
You got a 12.
What'd you get doing?
Oh, 17. Okay, it's
Oh,
not.
great.
So it's not just. It's not.
Oh yeah, the
It's not
DMs are rolling well.
Uh huh.
Wait. Well, I don't know. Hold on.
Did we hear a crash in one of those rooms?
That's a 3.
It's
you.
We were rolling really well at
That's
first.
literally as much as Dante and me combined.
God damn it. Okay.
You rolled as much as
All right.
2
So
of us.
what did you guys say that you guys got again? You got a 7 and 8. I know that.
We were
Sorry.
all
He got
under
a 12.
10.
Andy got a 12.
And you got
We were all under 12.
Okay.
Andy got a 12.
As you
12 is
investigate
not
here,
12,
Everyone.
you do. It does this.
That's why Kayla teaches English.
Everyone can essentially surmise that this has been some sort of scuffle. I mean, you don't necessarily notice anything too damaged. Most of it just looks like chairs and stuff was torn off the walls, and there's just weird like marks, like someone took like a pen and just like a paintbrush just slashed across the wall for no reason. These are all over the place as well.
They look like symbols or anything? Or it's just.
I'll lick the paint.
Mom turns
Is
around
it
and says,
paint?
guys, I think there's a scuffle in
Or is
here.
it blood?
Indy, as you get further to the back of the room, you essentially go to where a series of desks are on the back here, and you begin investigating, and you find somebody under the desk.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Somebody.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
wearing a
somebody?
red outfit, curled in a fetal position.
Look at that.
A red dingy outfit, just asleep.
You okay, dude?
You poking him?
Yeah.
I like to think that we all rolled low because the rest of us were just like looking in the doorway, and Andy was the only one that was like,
Who actually
"Guys,
walked
come
in?"
on."
We were all too scared.
No, Indy went right to the desk, and we were all like, "There's something on the wall."
So yeah, you go up to the figure here, you give it a poke on the back, and it turns really quick. Ah! Please! You have to get me the fuck out of this place!
Okay, let's go.
I thought I told you all to leave.
Oh, fuck.
Ah.
Fucker.
What is this? Get out!
You are not welcome back in these. And at this point, kind of blast past you here and pops up out of the back here. And once again, I need everyone here to make intelligence saving throws. It's going to cast some of the spell here.
That's a. Let me double check.
Natural one.
Is this against the
I'm just gonna lay down.
Is this a save or just a?
That's a 13 for Maud.
That'll royal.
Yeah.
Hey.
14 with my plus 6.
Shut up.
God, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Wait.
With advantage and a +7, I got a 15.
Trashing all of
15.
these.
Why did you roll so much?
25.
Because I'm trying to figure out which ones of these are gonna stop
At
rolling
least one of
fucking
these
now
wizards
ones.
is competent.
And I'm gonna use this one today, and they're just at 20.
Okay.
Failure was on
What'd you get, Andy?
14.
14? It's at this moment, right as he sits up and shouts this out, the room fills with acolytes very similar to the ones that are up there.
Oh,
It's
I
just
don't
like
like that.
shadow clone juice completely encompasses the rest of the
Not my
room
big
here,
guy,
and all of them
20.
turn, they stare at you.
Hey, guys.
The people who failed, which is everybody but Mistress, become frightened in this instance.
What was the failing threshold?
16.
Bullshit.
What's interesting about being frightened?
What is it? Like, you have to, like, use your turn to run away?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get the fuck out. These
Alright.
people all look with, essentially, they're filled with, their eyes are completely white and their mouths are opening up, and you hear this just white noise
Holy
echoing
shit.
out from the inside as they
So-
stare at you like a room full
Yeah, a
of
frightened
mannequins.
creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls when the source of its fear is within
Mistress?
line of sight.
And you cannot willingly move,
Move
closer
closer.
to the source.
So are they all between me and the door?
Huh?
Aren't they all between me and the door?
They're not. It's not like everyone's packed into Rhode Island. Or it's essentially this is a room kind of similar to. Like all the rooms are very much kind of conference room esque. You'd have, since there's 6 of you, there's probably like 15 of them. So they're you would easily be able to run past them. They're not reaching for you.
Alright.
Okay, I guess I'm leaving.
Maud turns into Usain Bolt and just runs.
Fuck no, Mistress. As these
Hello.
apparitions appear in front of you here, and you take a look, it's just a holy shit, a super happy number. I know this spell. Okay, it's an illusion. We should be okay. I think I'm okay. You're good.
I'm also running.
Okay. Everyone else has fear and essentially needs to this is like an impending doom.
Fuck
floods
this
over
shit,
everybody
I'm
when they're in
out.
this room.
Mistress is going to look at the priest in the eye,
Uh-huh.
and
bitch.
with her fey touched
Yeah.
use of this spell, she is going to use the command spell and say dispel,
Ooh.
and command him to drop his spell.
Wow.
So that's a DC 15 Wisdom save.
That's some Caduceus energy.
Where is my phone?
Caduceus.
Caduceus.
Empathize.
Sorry. I didn't know this
Oh,
control
that's a good
that.
command.
Does that control that? Holy shit. I don't do that now. It doesn't make any noise.
What do you do?
I'm learning, this is 3D chess happening.
What'd you? I mean, chess is already.
I have a program here. I have Audacity that I use for
Yeah.
some sounds that I haven't finished yet. And there's a sound lever in here that I use when I want to blast through the TV.
Yeah.
So I lower it down. That controls the whole computer's volume. It's not just for the
Oh, dope.
program. I didn't realize that. That's why my audio didn't play last time.
Dope.
Okay, so you cast the spell 15?
Yeah, DC 15.
Yeah, and at that instance, all the figures about you just completely vanish, and the noise dies down instantly as everyone's rushing out.
And we're not scared anymore?
No, yeah, it's over.
Guys, it was fake.
Yeah.
You guys are so scared.
As the figure
That's really
kind of stares at you, that just casts him out to everyone
sweating.
else here. Essentially, has this kind of look of fear in his eyes here, fear and anger, and he's trying to hold his ground here in this room. It's like, you need to leave now, heretics. Leave at once.
Fast asleep.
There's 6 of us and 1 of you. You should probably give up.
You think my tricks are over yet, you heretic scum?
No, but we also have tricks.
Make an insight check.
What
7.
spells do you
Not ones that would be useful for this situation.
You don't
That
have
is
any
a wisdom
restorations?
I mean, not. I've got healing spells, but
Oh.
wait, I do have a. Hang on.
He could be.
Do you have?
I have Prayer of Healing.
I'm not entirely sure.
You have find steed and no restorations.
Have you ever used?
Never had an opportunity to because Mod doesn't know that he has that ability. I was supposed to have
It was
a.
something we worked in, but the opportunity that I built in for that moment to happen ended when John Cole shot that one guy in the
Yeah.
face instead of the racing that I was gonna
We
have.
were okay. So we
It
were
ended right there.
So what was supposed to happen was we were supposed to at least be assisted by Mod's steed in escaping town, basically. And it never happened because of gun.
Well, never mind. I was thinking if we could greater restoration him, or even lesser potentially, it could like.
I mean, we could take a rest. I mean, we could take a a long rest, and come back, and I can
What
swap
is-
out my spells.
What is? Hold on. Let me see if you even have access.
I
to
might.
that.
Yeah, it's depends. I only have access to level 1, level 2 spells right now, so.
What's up?
I'm not sure if
I'm gonna look, I've got it on
Jason
physical
would
dust.
be a great idea.
Well, no, I don't think
Hey,
it would
just got
be.
fourth. It should be possible.
Does he have anything on him, or is it just like it? I guess. could I
When
make
you went
some
to
sort of,
investigate him earlier and check his pockets, you guys ended up freezing
So-
over. So
I
you're
know.
not trying to.
I
You don't
wonder
have any like
more, like
weapons or anything.
what's controlling him? Is it like a spell? Is it like something on him that?
Nothing visible.
Did his
Can I-
robes?
Can I do some sort of arcana like on him specifically?
Yeah.
To see?
Did his robes not regenerate along with like everybody else's like tattered
His-
clothes?
They did.
His robes did.
Okay, I thought. Okay, I was just making
But
sure.
they're tattered right now.
No?
No?
You
I
guys.
thought you said they were tattered.
Yeah, that's why I was confused because I think you
Them.
said something about how they were dingy.
For them.
You two see them as not tattered. The rest of us see them as tattered.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, that's a natural 20 for a 27.
On Arcana,
Arcana on
you
him.
sense no magic radiating off of it. This isn't a spell. Nothing else is happening.
He's possessed.
You
Can
know for
I-
fact, like this is not. If it is a spell, it's something crazy.
Yeah.
Like yeah, even your mind can't comprehend yet.
Okay, okay,
It's
okay, okay.
crazy.
It just feels like a siphon or something.
What if he is the relay? The conduit for which it speaks? It's in his stomach! Like speaking through him.
Well, he said we need to get him out of here. So what if
We pull him
Get
out
at
of the
least
church.
some people took him? No, I'm thinking like out of the
Town?
static.
One curse.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
So we knock him out and take him with us? Oh, it's
We
fifth
lost
graders.
the T-shirt and the big old fight.
See, okay, I
Yeah.
still need I still need to go back and listen to that episode because I swear to God, I was like, once we get this up there, we're gonna tie this guy and I'm gonna get the shirt. Like, I need to rewatch that episode.
And you guys just having this conversation in
Keep
front of the
forgetting.
guy, right?
this individual.
Just in the room with him. He's gonna bolt for the door if that's the case.
Kind of
Could've
a-
done
So the man just
I'll trip him.
That's not
I'll
gonna
trip him.
make a
roll the trip.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Troy, we don't have any roads.
make it that just
Grease, grease, grease,
Yeah,
make
check
an
it out.
acrobatics check. see
Acrobatics?
what- Yeah.
Oh, I could do acrobatics.
Oh shit, you
that-
tripping.
It's a 6.
God damn it, Mod.
Oh, you trip, but he's already passed you.
Damn it! Damn it!
Looks
Can
like
I
an
just- can I
internet
just, like-
explorer, like you run by.
Can I like baseball him with my guitar?
Whack.
Okay, yeah, you're probably closer to the door since you guys entered here last. Roll a hit.
Okay. Which one of you is not gonna fuck me?
Turn this man into a baseball.
So scared. Yeah, that tracks.
Oh no.
This is insane.
I'm so annoyed. 7.
Neat.
That's
no.
what I fucking rolled.
He runs essentially right and kind of ducks out of the way and is out the
Calling the
door.
police.
Mistress will chase him.
You're gonna
Same.
chase him?
Same.
Okay, so running out the door right after him,
Pride
he's
is wounded.
essentially bolting down
A slippery little bitch.
towards the external door that's at the end here.
I'll cast
You would-
grease on the door
Okay.
so he falls over.
Okay, so you rush out with Mistress. Mistress is right behind him. You're right behind as well.
I'm
Everybody
behind
else is.
I'm gonna bane him.
Well,
Okay.
Because
Never mind then.
well, no. Cast grease. That takes that
Yeah,
takes a
if it-
D4 to it. Will most likely fall.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to do
Okay,
that.
so you cast the Bane on the man. He's got to roll for that. Wisdom. That's
Alright.
what's the DC? Kayla, you gotta help me out here. I'm talking to you.
Oh, Bane?
Yeah,
So I'm
switch
so
DC.
sorry. Charisma save 15.
15? Okay, he barely fails.
Sorry, I forgot mine had a charisma save. I was so focused on Dante.
Okay. And Donna, so he casts it, the character's mind kind of enfeebles for a second, and you just blue. You send out your horrible greasy splooge out into the door
Yeah,
here.
and so we have to do a d4, and this lasts for a minute. d4, subtract that number.
Okay,
Who rolls the d4?
it's a dexterity save, right?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, he fails for sure. Just rolls on the ground here.
Somebody sit on him.
I throw Mistress my rope.
Just throw a mistress.
No, I throw my rope to Mistress.
You'd be the one that's like right on him at this
Yeah,
point.
Mistress will hog tie him.
Get up to the ground here. Make a dex save as well. If you
Make a
the
cowboy
small
check.
little hallway here is just greased at this point.
Great.
It's a mud fight.
No, I like to imagine Mistress just like
It's a mud fight.
Hey, yeah, oh yeah. You step and it's like Jesus on water. It doesn't even.
I like
She's
seeing
icy.
Mistress just like swan dove onto.
You start gliding right there once it starts. The scariest thing.
It's like a slip and
That's how she catches it.
The power of your spite propelling you forward. You get the rope tossed over to you, and if you want to slide hand them, try to tie them up.
Penguining
Yeah.
on her stomach.
Catches him by the ankles.
That's a 9 there, boss.
9.
Can I help?
If the whole group is coming out, you
Yeah.
can roll with advantage. You're
Okay.
trying to help.
We're helping.
That's an 11.
11. Well, on the ground here, well, DC is 10, so I just needed you to get better than that. So, wrestling it up here, the figure here is grunting and cursing and it's like, I'm hungry. You have no idea what you're doing. Do you have any idea what will happen if they find out you're accosting me? I'll destroy you all!
Who is they?
At that point, shuts up. Shuts the fuck up. Everyone, make a quick perception.
Fucking kill you. Oh, I'm not gonna say you.
God, 4!
Oh yeah, natural 20.
21.
Okay. Aside from the people that were directly involved with restraining and tying him here, or involved in this conversation here, the group begins to hear a series of loud thuds.
Oh no.
Like,
Oh god.
like something being
Mongo.
smacked right outside of the back door of the church.
I can take him in Dimension Door.
Okay.
That's the way. Oh, but it's not within range, 500 feet, so I can just yeet us super far away from the church. But I can only take him.
Yeah.
Well,
If we're, is that fine?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. I wrap my arms around him, and I
Romantic.
Are you just going like in? You point like what direction you're going in?
Yes.
Go straight
Andrew,
out the
would
front door.
would I know what the best like side of town eventually could be on? Like,
you have 500 feet, so you're not like. You only get you a couple quarter clicks.
Yeah.
okay,
Like,
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I could like get to Glory.
Yeah, you're gonna get out of the church and probably down the street a ways.
Okay.
You can start running. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Head to GBB.
Okay, so.
Yeah, towards GBB.
It's at this point you start hearing the figure. These two are talking to him. Melody just comes up. You're
Go.
like, what the fuck? These are just completely.
I say, love is an open
Disappears.
door.
As
Bye.
she's falling from the grease, just oh!
Yeah, that wasn't my intention, but as my arms went around him, I'm like, eh.
500 feet is 0.1524 clicks.
Nice.
Okay, 1 point.
That's not. That's,
Is really?
that's less than a quarter click.
Yeah, it's about a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that much. I said it wasn't even a quarter click. I
Yeah.
was right.
Shut
I
the
know
fuck
the
up,
clicks. I
Andrew.
made this system.
It is
Shut the fuck up.
15% of a click.
And then
Anyway.
as it's almost immediately after the figure happens, the wooden door that's guarding the outside from here. This you can only describe as a massive like wrestling arena pylon at the corner.
Oh, it's like World War
Just-
Z.
Just tree trunks through
Okay,
the door.
We're running. We're
Yep,
running.
run the
we're
opposite
running.
side.
We're running.
Yeah,
We're running.
I agree.
As you guys run here, who's in the back of the group?
Probably whoever's last out of the room.
It's probably,
Probably
me
mine.
since I haven't even really like moved.
As you're running, make a perception. As you guys
Oh,
are you
yeah.
running with them, or are you standing there?
No, I'm gonna go with
Okay, yeah, make a perception. You probably get the end of this as it wraps out.
6.
Try not to kill your
Dice
Right.
ex-boyfriend or whoever.
We need to have a dice burning session at the
6.
end of this.
No.
You hear maybe what seems like something fell.
I tooted.
As, like from the direction you go, like something slipped and fell.
I mean, honestly, I think I probably would have like stood where I was and like kind of like make sure people are out of there since I have probably one of the highest ACs.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, if I'm at the back of the train,
Well, I feel like if I would have heard it, like, it sounded like someone fell,
Yeah, like
I would have
something
gone
fell.
back and seen who fell and tried to help them
Okay.
or something.
So you go back?
Yeah,
Well,
this,
let's
is,
go around.
this is my
Andy?
town.
Like
Wait,
this
wait,
is
like,
where,
you-
this
turn
is
around
where
and
this
say,
came.
"What the
Like
fuck
this
are
is
you
literally the
doing?"
hallway, like right where this came from. Like this is what essentially.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
But you can.
Never mind.
Okay, never mind. You can. We don't have to back out. It's something you can do. Whatever you
I see Indy contemplating going back, and I'm like, Indy, what the fuck are you doing? Come on!
Somebody fell.
No, that's the sound of a door being broken down.
Okay.
Doesn't question it.
As you guys enter into the mass area here, what are you guys doing?
Run into GGBB. I'm going.
Yeah, I
don't
think
want you
we
guys
just
to go.
exit the church. I would exit the church at this point.
Okay, thus the group exits the premises here and are essentially trying to corral up with Melody. Melody, who's got this hog-tied figure here, teleports out on the streets, a ways down the streets here. Is there anything specifically you're doing as well?
When he comes out, I would see who he was. I would see if he was still like himself, as I know him, or if he was if he still like seems possessed.
Mm-hmm. He's being the same this entire time. He's writhing and cursing and using the same lingo he's been using this entire time.
Okay, I'm gonna cast message to him, and I'm gonna say, is anyone else in there?
Hold on.
this stupid fucking. Did we say we're going to GBB?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it's just a place that was further away. That's central, so we can make a plan. And we know he has a sketchy basement with a chair we can tie some into.
I forgot about that. I thought it was just. I didn't think it was a basement. I thought it was just like past the kitchen.
Leave town.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, but we did also promise Glorious we'd go and check on his friends.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we were supposed
And I
to
don't
go
think
knock
that will take
door to
that
door.
long.
You know.
Okay, so as you guys make your way, running that direction, you guys reconvene at Glorious. Winding down the streets here, you make your way a quarter click down to Glorious Bar and Battle. Well, at this point, it's at least 75 quarters. Make your way in that direction, you reconvene. You have Melody, who is this figure here that's writhing and screaming. You guys show up behind him, and this bar is completely empty at this point.
Okay.
Glorious is in here.
I'm gonna put a napkin, like one of those cloth napkins or like bar towel or something like in his mouth so he can't cast any spells.
Can we like take him out of town and see what happens?
Yeah.
I think that's the best option.
Yeah, we can do that.
So some spells don't require a verbal component,
I know.
only a somatic component. So you should probably cut off his fingers too.
I mean,
agree.
we'll tape his fingers together. So unless the somatic is this.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. If you want any of this information, you need me.
I shove the thing in his mouth and then duct tape it over.
Where you just pull duct tape out of nowhere, you
It's in my-
fucking magician.
it's
You
in
can't. No.
It's in my inventory.
I put it in there.
Don't you remember we bought that magic duct tape from TW?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Well, let's go to TW's and buy
I've
some magic
listened to that
duct
scene
tape.
so many times. I know I didn't sell you duct tape.
All right, let's run out of town, run out of the area and see. What
I mean, we can just go through Trangate.
Can
Why not
he
just
though?
shove it in his mouth and then take my bra off and use it to like attach it? I don't fucking know.
You're just trying to keep him quiet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just-
putting
I-
the thing in his mouth would do that.
Yeah, I just want him
Just-
to not verbally cast spells.
And not be able to spit it out.
And also, you know this well. Like he's not affected by magic. These aren't spells. He's casting.
I also am sick of hearing him talk.
That's
Yeah,
it.
we should
Fair.
try to get him
Let's
through a
do that check.
Trangate.
Triton.
Oh, okay.
Like I get called out enough.
We can always just bamf ourselves right back
To do it.
through that same Trangate to re-meet up with Glorious.
True.
It is not a long process, so we should remove him from the town and see what happens.
Or
Yep.
if some people want to stay back and try to knock on doors.
I mean
'cause
that's
we
not a
don't
bad
necessarily
idea.
all need to go.
So then we can.
I mean, we can also.
What's that?
I was gonna say we can also split up.
Well, that's
Split
what
the
that's
party?
what Hostel was saying.
Yeah.
I actually don't think that that's a bad idea.
Okay.
Just have a couple of us stick around for a second and knock on doors. Where
I have
while-
I have a +6 persuasion. I should stay behind and help knock on doors.
So I would just
Yeah, I
do
do
3 and
too.
3.
Okay. I vote that I stay.
Okay.
Indy,
Mistress
I
would
know
want
these
to
people.
go.
Do
Same.
you want to stay?
Okay. Then I'll
Alright,
go with
so the
the
3
Okay.
magic users and 3
I'm a
others.
magic user. Fuck off. Indy has magic now.
Three
Maud's got some.
intelligence-based
Maud can
magic
find a
users.
horse.
Yes.
A horse. That's rather presumptuous of you.
Alright, so yeah.
Okay,
Very
a donkey.
charismatic.
Fine.
Whatever.
Maud can find some ass.
Sure.
Find
Sounds
some
amazing.
I
ass.
happy.
already tried setting Maud up and it didn't fucking work.
Okay, so I'm
Never
gonna
give up
gonna push the priest to Mistress and Ember and Hostel.
2 weakest bitches here.
And I'm gonna say I will
Let's ask questions.
call if you don't hear from me in an hour. Call.
Yes, please.
Mistress is going to summon a zombie using Summon Undead
Hell yeah.
and have the zombie carry.
I was gonna say, we have no strength-based characters here, right?
Actually,
Someone's gonna carry
no,
the
Mistress is not going to do that. Hold on, that's a dumb idea.
Is
That's
it?
a dumb
No,
idea.
it's not.
I should definitely summon something that doesn't cause damage to things near it.
It starts eating him.
It'll be fun.
I'm chewing on my flesh.
We wouldn't even. We just hear him struggle. We wouldn't even hear him.
Can I have my homunculus servant do it? It's a tiny creature.
No.
Just
Maybe if you help it.
We're going to do Shadow Spawn aspect of
big strong man.
Big strong.
Not despair. Aspect of fear.
Oh, great.
Okay.
I'm not looking
I
at
hate this
anything.
thing.
You hear it.
That's just
you operate
Mistress.
this horrible entity, and you hear him go, and he's like trying to talk to someone, like trying to plead or bargain.
Are any of us concerned as we're like sprinting to the target? I'm like, are any of us concerned that he might not be able to go through?
I heard that,
or
but
are we just
just
gonna see what the fuck
disintegrates.
Oh God.
Oh,
As
he's
a
not a
great
problem
man
anymore.
once said, a hero to our nation. If he dies, he dies.
Who said that?
The
Mistress.
bad guy from Rocky 3.
Oh.
I'm just thinking like,
What?
I'm just thinking we were like debating on killing him or trying to save him, and I guess either way, like
We're
we
gonna find
win.
out.
Exactly.
So let's do this.
Mistress has all the Rocky movies memorized.
Yeah.
And at
I
that
see
moment,
that.
Mistress and Hostel start repairing their relationship.
Oh.
Oh.
So glad I'm here to witness this.
Wow. So, through the train gate we go.
Oh no.
This is gonna go great. Okay. I'm not there. I'm not gonna interject.
So as you guys make your way towards the towards that Legion building, and you make your way inside, this tied-up figure here is screaming and
And a
writhing.
horrible shadow-shaped
and,
figure.
Like, yeah, and this terrible monster that appears. You guys enter in and are immediately stopped by some of the patrons that are running the stage, saying, what the fuck is happening? No, we're gonna have to call the police on you guys."
I pull
That's
out my gold card. I'm
We're
like, this
on
is
the
official
police.
Legion business. We got to get through here.
a persuasion check. Do it with advantage.
It's like we are the police.
That's my persuasion. Damn. 16.
It's not that bad.
16.
Yeah, but I rolled a 16. With a plus 0.
So at this point, they look at the card and they're like, "Oh," and they look at the man who you guys are trying to bring at this point. The man looks over at them as well, and his eyes go wide, and he goes, and they go, Father.
Oh shit.
And the 2 guards come at you
Oh
to
no!
try to take him away.
Shit.
I cast grease in front.
We just tried to run around them.
You do that.
Is that a cantrip?
No.
No, I'm wasting so many
Burning
spell
spell slots.
On grease.
That's okay, because Mistress also has grease.
Good.
We can use grease a lot more time.
Mistress
Don't
will
worry about it.
instruct
take it
the
seriously,
shadow
like-
spirit, shadow spawn to scream.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And so they must make DC 15 Wisdom saving throws or be frightened of the spirit.
Does that include us?
Well, yeah.
They both fail.
Okay, they cannot move towards the spirit,
They both look at him and go
who is carrying the man.
they go like, fuck that. Ooh. And the 2 of them like
Sorry, Father.
go darting into the building and rush offwards. You don't know if they're going to call someone or whatnot.
So
And Mistress is going to take the spirit and try to go through the Tran gate.
Okay. How the train gates work is essentially like a tramway system where a bunch of people come into town. They're on there, and so you essentially bring this monster into a cart filled with people, with a man tied up. That's. Is that what you want to try? You can.
Yes. And she is going to and just walk onto the car. And,
What? Do you have a location you're going to? You can just.
New Atlanta.
No, you're going straight into Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it just you going in, or is
No,
these
I
two
think
going as well?
we'd all go.
Okay, if you're using that system as well, you would find one of the trains in this panic that's going to this area here. You pop in, and there's this group of kind of regal, kind of capital-looking folk, and they're really trying to travel back there at this point, and they all just lose their minds when you walk into here, like, and they go colliding into the back walls and whatnot, and then after, like, the longest, like, 5 minutes of your life, as it takes to the train to offload and take people off again, of just absolute hysteria breaking out in this tramway. Off to New Atlanta. The group that's left at the tavern. You have Maud, you have Indy, and Melody, right?
yeah.
The group of you here are GBBs, and you're by yourselves.
Okay, so we need to go to everybody's houses.
Everybody's.
We don't know. Well, we don't know where Caddy is. She's been gone, but she lived here. Who else was on that list?
All the staff.
All the staff
mean-
of GBB.
Well, yeah, but I'm like, who is? And we know that he said that he hasn't seen Davy in a while since the last time that he had given us
Or Colonel.
taken the box. He doesn't know where Colonel is. Andrew, do I know? Does Colonel live at the bar?
They bunk at the bar, according to Glorious. So if they were anywhere, they would be living there, unless they evacuated already.
We can check upstairs because
They
that's
also
kind
have
of.
his phone number.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to call Colonel.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Colonel.
Okay, calling Colonel. Sure enough.
Calling.
It goes. It doesn't even ring. It like goes straight to voicemail. Like the phone isn't able to receive a call.
Fuck.
Okay.
Ember's purse starts going off.
What the fuck? It's calling me.
Who was there? Were there any other members that Glorious mentioned?
Well, there's the main staff. There's Caddy. There's Colonel. There's Beef, and there's Nylon. There's Davy.
I remember
and,
nothing about Beaver Nylon.
There was another staff that ran the bar in lieu of Caddy and Davy that you guys haven't met yet. You don't have his information, but there's those people.
Okay.
Nice.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
so everybody lives at the bar except for Davy. And nobody is here. So
The entry to the bar swings open. A figure carrying a massive pylon.
whoa, fuck.
You guys beat me back here! I'm covered in fucking grease! Jesus!
Oh no! What's up, Glow?
Oi!
Holy shit!
Thought I'd give you some backup. Heard an
Yeah.
explosion coming from the church.
Yeah. We
I was so scared
He's
for
just
thinking
covered
the
in
police
head.
didn't
He's
follow
covered in
us.
head to toe in grease. This man.
God.
He's just covered in lube.
And he's holding this big, like, one of the pylons to the wrestling ring from upstairs just
Oh, that makes sense.
derooted it and brought it down. Yep.
That's
Glorious.
right.
Came to help.
Oh.
You guys fucked right off.
I was scared of that fucking thing that we fought last
All right.
time.
New party name. We're no longer the Breakfast Club. We're now Grease Lightning.
Oh, fuck me.
God.
I do like that better than Breakfast Club. It's got no
Holy
creativity,
shit.
but I still hate it.
Holy shit.
So what you're saying
It
is
is
I
better
should
than
have
Breakfast
gone
Club.
back and helped him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
Kyle,
all
you
excited. I was
son of a
like,
bitch.
I was like, so fell. I was like, we don't have to.
That's super funny though. He's okay.
Well, I wanted to make sure you knew the stakes. Like, this is exactly the area you were running from. That you was like, oh, there's some noise, and you just run back.
Yeah.
That's the mentality that was coming off, and so I thought I would clear that up. All right, anyway. The figure walks in, and he's like, what all went down?
Well,
Puts this pillar onto the ball.
so the church seems to be filled with some crazy cultists that are it's a little unclear on what they're doing. They're worshiping some like voice, some sound. That's what I think is causing your issues. Half of our group went to take the sort of priest leader out to see if it could clear his mind of whatever's controlling him. Seems like we've seen this before, but we were just about to split off, and we were gonna go and talk to your barmaids to see if we could get the rest of the town evacuated.
I went to a lot of the houses, and a lot of people are already cleared out. So either
Okay,
they're out
that's
and
good.
about, or my team has done their job, or. But you haven't been able to get a hold of anyone else, have you?
To be honest, we haven't really gotten a chance to try, because we walked up to the church, and we walked by the church and saw shit going crazy.
Majority of the some of the people that were in their homes, or the market people that I ran to, they're not doing too hot. They didn't really act like they wanted to leave.
Yeah, that tracks.
But I think if anyone understands the circumstances of what's going on here, it's the people that run this place. And so they understood. The easier to communicate with folk, I convinced that we'd have shelter once this blew over. So, as for the church, cultists, you say?
That's what it seems like.
I mean, more than just cultists, they're like husks. They don't seem to react to anything.
They seem entranced.
Yeah, it's like they're under some kind of hypnosis or something.
That makes sense. I hardly remember the last couple days. But Lord knows if I was one of them.
Maybe.
Kyle, did you tell us that the clothes looked better?
I would at this time, yeah, I was going to explain because I haven't told the group yet. But I was going to explain.
How would
You
you
want to do that
explain
during
that?
this
So
time?
yeah, so
Well, what exactly happened in the church? when you were
well,
there?
okay, so we stayed. There was no like sermon or anything. We sat in the pews for about 15 minutes, just listening to the static or whatever that noise is. And as it was happening, it was like it was weird. It was like we saw vines growing from the ceiling, and we saw the clothes on all the people. It was all disheveled before and torn, and it was fixing. I mean, like you saw the priest yourself. Like after that, like his clothes were like good as new.
No, they still looked like ass.
What do you mean?
Right? That's not just me. Like they still look awful. They
Yeah.
look the same.
Look the same. Yeah, the church didn't change, and the figures still look like like a dirty hobo when you guys picked them up.
And that room looks the same for everyone, right?
Oh, so where'd you come from?
Which room?
The messy room.
The wrecked room.
The wreck.
Yeah, the rec room.
wrecked room.
Did the rec room look
Yeah.
the same to Maud and Ember?
Aside from the aspects of what happened in the church, it looked like it had aged a little bit. The paints had started to fade. There are parts where it would begin to chip, the grounding, swelling, and warping,
Okay.
and then, sure enough, pieces of vegetation spreading from the corners.
Okay.
And in the bar,
Oh.
Whoa.
Like what I noticed that now?
Man, you got some hazel vision over there.
yeah, just noticing it doesn't. It's not like a jungle, but this place looks just like it's aged a few years.
Yeah, and this would be different from how it looked this morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would point out, and I said, Glorious, can you, I mean, it looks like this place, like it's like being overtaken by, like, some kind of vegetation. Like, are you, like, it's aging faster? Are you seeing this?
Do I
It has
see
to
it?
be something to do with what's going on around here. I mean, I got full-ass trees growing upstairs. Look at this thing! As he points to the pylon that's on the bar top.
Okay.
What?
Can I see what Maud's pointing to as well?
Well, he's pointing to the pylon that's on.
Well, no,
but
Ma-
I was
Maud
gesturing
was-
towards like
just to the whole
like
bar,
the vines
yeah.
and stuff.
Okay, and I don't see any vines.
No.
I feel like it's either a hallucination or he's like you guys are like seeing through like another plane, or maybe something's bleeding through.
The static is the Kool-Aid.
I'd like to like go see if I can like tear up like some of the vegetation that's like growing out from the floorboards or whatever, and like hold it up to Melody and say like, what does this look like?
Yeah.
Your
well,
palm!
go up, and as you begin grabbing away at some of the there's not a whole ton of vegetation there, but there might be like spots with moss and whatnot that you'd be able to. And you go up to essentially what appears to be like a koozie that's sitting on the on one of the tables, or like a coaster, and begin just ripping it to pieces. For you, you're tearing away at like this patch of moss that's grown over it, and you point and show that to her. It's like, what do you explain this as?
Yeah, like look at this. Well, what does this look like?
Like Janis Joplin coaster. I don't get it.
What are you talking about? Who the hell is Janis Joplin?
I know oldies.
And this is what
Who
is
the hell's
cursed you
Steve
to
Jobs?
Ma just did some crazy shit just now, ruined that coaster for no reason. And then Glorious is like, yep, this is after the first week, things just started going amok like this.
Come on.
The
Well
first
then.
week of what? The static?
I don't know, yeah, since we started noticing everything. Since then, things have just kind of been going back to the way they used to be.
The way they used to be.
Like the town was never here. Things are returning. At least that's what I can guess.
It used to be this way?
One point in history, probably.
The guy that I called my Dudamont.
He doesn't. He's just kind of referencing.
Dudamont said that there were towns that disappeared, not burnt out in fire, that straight up no longer exist. Where did I write that down?
Cool, burn
A
it.
town in the northern region went missing.
And I wonder what the connection is between the town aging and
Well, I don't think it's aging. I think it's regressing.
it's regressing, and then their clothes are regressing.
Honestly, let's just leave. Who cares if this place is
No.
This just
Okay,
sucks.
We have to
but
do- we
I
have to
don't.
start-
I'm less worried about Palegrass
Sorry, you can't if you
specifically
wanna.
than I
You
am
wanna
that this
have
is
drama?
obviously spreading to other places,
Okay.
and eventually the whole world will be taken, which is
Yeah,
kind of
it's a
problematic.
bigger problem than just this one town.
Well, did you guys find anything in the church that might have been the source of this?
Well, we talked to the priest, and it seems like the priest is not himself. It's like he has two personalities, and one of them is being suppressed by the other. And
Really?
yeah, like we woke him up. We found him kind of hiding under a desk, and he cried out for help, and he asked us to get him out of there. And then it's like all of a sudden he became a different person, and he was back to the priest that we had seen originally. But he had mentioned something about like a relay, like some kind of signal that was being cast.
He said, the relay was connected to the voice. It was the conduit for which it speaks.
But we don't know what that is.
He said in several days, we'll see it for ourselves.
Well, I mean, I'm just as clueless as you are. That's crazy. God, I wish I was more help. This is all very. I'm still not feeling too great.
You guys have to get out of here.
Oh, no, don't worry. I think at this point, anybody that we can get out is going to leave. If they don't want to, then nothing I can say can do anything. We gotta stop it. That's what we need to do.
Is there anyone you've contacted?
Oh,
Or that
my
you
phone
haven't
didn't
been
work.
able to contact?
No, my phone didn't work. Matter of fact, most of the phones in town don't seem to like the landlines don't work at least.
That's right.
Right.
But you guys have working phones, right?
Yeah, but I mean, was there any houses or whatever that you weren't able to get around to? That you
No, I haven't
still
gone to the northern, like, I haven't gone to the, I've just gone to the market stalls in downtown and stuff. I've gone to the businesses. I haven't actually talked to a whole lot of people. So, anybody that would live outside this bar, I haven't really talked to.
Could go see my parents. They're pretty important and know a lot of people.
That's true. And we can see if their
Maybe
brains
since
are
they
fucking
already left.
broken also.
I already helped the Jamesons leave a couple days ago. I can let you know where they are and make sure they're safe, but
I don't really care.
Oh. Okay.
Lindy, she's like, fuck that.
that's fine. So yeah, if we can at least make sure the rest of my staff is fine and that anybody that doesn't want to be here is gone. I feel like I can do some part in helping you guys out here. I'm no use in this bar in the state it's in. He just gestures out to the clean bar.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's just a completely Jumanji scene. And we're like,
it honestly, like, that's how he's describing it.
It's
It's like,
normal.
it's just completely, like, overgrowing. It's like, but I got your back if you need me.
yeah. I want to look around the bar real quick.
You mind if we jump over to the other group?
Yeah, I want them to figure out what's happening.
Okay.
I'm gonna
With
keep petting
Ember, Hostel, and Mistress have appeared into the massive sprawling metropolis of New Atlanta with a demon and this figure that's been hogtied over you. And you leave the train gate. You're still in this Legion Run building
I can't
here.
believe the shadow got through
Hostel, I assume, with
Yeah.
your card and whatnot.
Visual business.
With these guys don't have the same reaction as the other ones do.
They're like,
They,
this is just
like,
another
okay,
day.
make sure get out of the public if possible. We won't question you.
Yeah, just get out of the way.
Do we have a back room available?
Do you need any help on our end?
Do you have an empty room?
Yeah, we have an interrogation room.
We need it.
Okay. And in that case, several of the employees, the Legion Run city workers who are here, bring you to a locked away room, an interrogation room, essentially for people that kind of, I don't know, like a shoplifters have a back office where they put people, or a little
Any-
safety room.
Any
essentially.
cameras or windows or anything in here?
Yeah, there's a window to the other side that you can't see through. People from that side can see through, and then a single camera in the corner.
The camera is
Yeah.
in there.
Mistress will, once we're in the room and the door is shut, Mistress will remove the gag from this guy's mouth.
As she's doing that,
Barbarians!
can I somehow destroy the camera?
You can do whatever you want.
Cool. I'll just cast Firebolt at the
Firebolt
camera.
it. I roll its head. Oh my god.
19.
Oh, yeah, you hit it. You just, the corner explodes and these fried circuits are just dangling there at this time period.
Really hoping that
I'm
we
sure
just,
that'll
like,
have no
squish the wall next
repercussions.
to the camera.
His aim's
Is there any way we can cover up this window?
Huh?
I guess I'm asking more like
Yeah.
either than like, do you have anything that we can cover up the camera with?
Ooh.
I mean, I've got like my blanket that goes like with my sleeping bag and shit. And, like, hold it up. Okay. I'll use my mage hand to hold up one side of my blanket, and then I'll hold up the other.
It's just
Mistress
cover up
will
the
use her mage hand to hold up the other side.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I don't
the
have to
two
do-
mages are just spooky
A great
handing-
use of their powers.
Spooky handing this up. They're just hold. and it's just over.
One
Is
mage
the
hand
friggin'
was
Shadow
visible,
Beast
the
still
other
there?
is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, is Shadow Beast still here, or did you just spell it?
No, I'm continuing that, maintaining that
God.
concentration.
Okay, sweet.
It's terrible.
So, with that case, you guys are in the interrogation room and you've attempted to cut off communication from the outside. Shut the hell up. You've eaten me out of house and home.
Baron.
What are you guys doing? As you go on time, he's like, you barbarians. What are you gonna do to me? There are repercussions for your actions, you know that, right? I'm wanted.
By who?
The town. I'm needed there. The gospel won't spread without my influence. The people will have nowhere to go for the guiding light.
Whenever you first woke up, you sounded like you were a different person.
It is preposterous. I am myself.
So, what did I see in that church?
What do you mean?
This is to the guy.
Oh, you're
this
telling-
is Emily
okay.
asking the guy.
That's right, you were a listener. You heard the call of the holy voice.
Yeah, give me a fucking migraine.
But did it not clear up the world around you? Help you see the world for its truth. The true message. That is the voice. You saw it, right? How the world became a paradise. Even but for a moment.
So paradise is where people don't exist.
What are you talking about?
Like everything was overgrown and like.
That's
Not.
preposterous.
What do you mean?
No. We are rebuilding. The voice allows us to see the world for what it truly is.
Mm-hmm.
In our image. Perhaps your image is different than mine. Every time the voice calls, my chapel grows. It sings. And shines. But you wouldn't understand. Heretics like you fight with violence and irrationality. I wouldn't expect you to understand the voice's call. What is this? What do I have to do to have you return me? My absence cannot be tolerated.
Why not?
Without me, the town will have no salvation.
Will the voice cease to spread?
No, the voice calls. I am but a beacon for the folk. A conduit for the voice to spread its message. When the voice was installed in the town, that was the gift I was granted.
Where is the voice installed?
Make a persuasion check here.
Can I do a help action? By
What are you doing to
basically
help?
just like looking around Mistress and being like, and you know, if you don't tell us, you may not make it back.
You have to do intimidation if that's the thing.
Yeah, rather than persuasion, I think Mistress will like grab one of his fingers
Oh, okay.
and begin
Oh.
bending it like backwards, and like right at the point that it stops and starts resisting, she will like leave pressure on it and
Uh-huh.
then ask the question,
Okay.
"Where is the voice installed?"
So if you're aiding with that, yeah, do intimidation with advantage.
Oh shit.
Do roll a torture check.
The problem is you have like the two people who are okay with this kind of thing happening right now,
Like
and we
okay,
don't have,
okay.
And
okay.
Ember's like, I'll kill him too. What do you mean two?
and we don't have like Kayla or Emmy there to be like, hey, maybe this isn't cool to do.
Or the
Yeah, the three
paladin.
psychopaths went and took the prisoner.
I mean,
We're
that
gonna,
might have been a little intentional.
We're gonna
dirty
bring-
20.
There's 20.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
The
We
figure
gotta get our answers, okay?
stares up at you and he winces and he pulls his hand back. He's like, please, violence is not the way. You have something. I can get you something. You're looking for something. I can guide you. This doesn't have to resort to this. I assure you we can be friends. You look rational. You look intelligent. Fuck you, Frog. We are similar in that aspect, Please, allow me to make my plea.
Where is the voice installed?
The voice is not in the town. It is but a speaker that relays it to us here. The people who installed it said the voice will call out from multiple places. But the voice does not reside within the town. I merely got the relay. I promise you, that is the truth.
Do you know where it resides?
Yes,
Where?
in the town, the land of the breeding legend.
Does that mean anything to either of you?
It is
Not that I know.
a relic of history's folly. A town warped by the destruction of the landscape during the war times. The remnants of the town harbor the voice deep within the underground facility. Brides Peak, Oklahoma.
What? God, fucking Oklahoma. Shit.
The town of the breeding legend.
So where's the relay in Palegrass?
What will you do with it?
Mistress
The voice
will-
mustn't stop.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what we're gonna do with it, but you have a choice right now. Do you want
Don't allow any harm towards the voice.
Do you want
We are
to?
so close to the gospel being finished.
Do you want to live, or do you want to tell us where the relay is?
Right. Do you seek the voice?
Sure. Yeah.
Are you being truthful or not?
No.
Make a deception check.
Mistress is
I mean,
going
it
to
kinda said it.
step out
I mean-
of the room here.
Are you not holding his hand out anymore? Okay.
Yeah, so she's going to let go, and as like Hostel steps up to speak with him, and Mistress is going to walk out of the room and into the other, like the observation room, and she is going to lower her mage hand so that she can see what's happening.
Okay.
I got a 17 on my deception.
Okay, so you're just gonna peek from the outside.
And she's also going to make a phone call to Maud.
Okay. And so what did you?
17.
17?
Deception.
So you do seek enlightenment.
Yeah.
Since I first heard the voice, it has been my dream every waking moment to bask in its glory firsthand, rather than through a conduit. I can guide you there.
Ooh.
I can take you to the land.
No, like, where's the relay in Palegrass?
The relay doesn't matter. The voice matters. The voice falls. The voice controls the relays.
But I want to hear I want to see the relay.
There's a system in the town sewers that has a connection to my office. I travel down there when my sermon is finished to maintain the relay. You can find it through there.
So I guess out of character, when he says he travels down there, that means whatever's possessing this guy. And so that's why we were able to see him
For that moment.
in person,
Maybe.
I think.
Yeah.
Because he, as in creepy guy,
Yeah, the entity that
Travel.
is inhabiting
Creepy
this
man.
body
yeah.
was traveling down.
And so I don't think necessarily going back to the office would help at all. I think he somehow travels there. So if we can find a way.
And you're calling Maud at this point. Which,
Yes.
in this case, Maud, your phone would ring after you guys have essentially wrapping up this conversation
Yeah.
at the bar.
Yeah. Hello?
We are currently interrogating the priest.
Okay.
Just hear random screams. Ah!
That
I'm talking Victorious.
finger.
No,
Don't worry,
it's
that's just
not
hostile.
Maud.
That's sure. Okay.
You wouldn't be able to hear them outside. It's just a, well, it's not. It's muffled essentially. You're doing like some
Yeah.
sort of.
And
She's like, okay, sure.
what we have learned so far is that the voice, this thing that is causing this to multiple different towns, supposedly is in Brightspeak, Oklahoma.
Bride's Peak.
Bride's Peak.
Bride's Peak.
Brides speak.
No, Bride's Peak.
Bride stay silent.
Kill everyone here. No one remember you. Just like the town.
It's in Groom Mountain, Oklahoma.
Okay. Groom Mountain.
Uh,
Groom Valley.
in Bride's Peak, Oklahoma, and she will also pass on what she overheard from the observation room that Hostel just learned about the location of, like, in the sewers of the conduit.
Well, I'll say, I'm fucking sick of sewers.
Yes, I share that sentiment.
But I mean, you didn't have to go to the last one. That one sucked.
But just won't say anything. She will just make that head
Well,
motion.
Anyway, I'll relay. Thanks for the information. I'll relay this to the rest of the group. You guys do what you have to do, I guess. You're not like torturing him or anything, are you?
Mistress will simply hang up.
I look at the rest of the group and I say, okay, so the priest is definitely being tortured.
That bodes well for us.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
Mistress looks back in there and Hazel just slapped him for no reason.
Whack! Oh
And
fuck!
we're just like,
Unhand me! The pain!
Alright, so
Like,
It's
to
like,
imagine
can
a
we-
paladin torturing some guy and just, like, punching him but using lay on hands at the same time.
I feel defeated, yet inexplicably rejuvenated.
Amazing.
so you say there's a way down from your office. Is it hidden from us somehow? Because we were in there and didn't see a path down.
I have ways in which my pursuits cannot be tracked.
And what are those ways?
I could always show you.
Now, see, here's the problem. You have fucking everybody in Palegrass on your side, so the minute we take you back, you're gonna sick everyone on us.
I do not sick anybody. They are simply followers of the voice, like myself.
So if we go back, you can
They
tell
are
them.
following their free will.
So if we go back, you can tell them to leave us alone.
My patrons will not be back until the sermon the next day.
I look over at Mistress and Amber like, do we believe this guy?
Not for a second.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, the minute we take him back, he's gonna find some fucking way to...
but I still don't think we should completely kill him because then we might lose whatever.
Yeah,
is
probably
I
in
think
his
we
as
should
well.
take him to Bride's Peak.
Okay.
I think if we could potentially store him here.
Okay.
Store him.
Have the guards like watch him.
This is why we should have a bag.
Store him like jam.
We need a bag of holding. Where
If
you
only
can
we still
put
had that
someone in.
goddamn t-shirt. Can we go back to TW's and get another t-shirt?
I mean, we can.
Let's just go back. Let's just go back and get the T-shirt. Like we're in New Atlanta.
I think we should see if
Should probably.
he can be held here in the room
If you
for us while we go back to the town in which
My
Glorious
friends.
resides.
My friends, if you offer to take me to the land, I will cooperate every step of the way.
Don't know if we.
I promise.
If you can tell us...
The town of Palegrass's importance is of naught to me if I have your opportunity to be graced by the voice in person.
So tell us how to stop the relay in Palegrass. If you don't care about...
You must
Palegrass-
promise to take me.
I promise.
Yeah, we'll take you.
Are you lying or
Mistress fully intends to take him to Bride's
to
Yeah.
check then?
Yeah.
And
Take
I'll
his body to bring.
kind of
Here.
help by being like, yeah, we'll
Yeah, you guys are in the same. Do it with advantage. If that's the case.
I don't know. Can I do it intimidatingly?
No.
You have like a
We'll
moment.
fucking take you!
Zuzu.
You can try later.
It's a 15.
You
That's
tell them that I like you.
more than enough. He's already kind of on your side at this point. I knew that you would see. Very well. You have my full support. What are my new friends' names?
His name's Chris.
Chris, you will make a fine disciple.
So, how do we destroy the relay?
I will have to lead you to it.
I'd like
Can I
to,
make an insight?
yeah, insight whether he will turn on us.
Only those. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Got an 11.
Dirty 20.
30-20.
Uh,
Okay.
14.
Ember, when he mentioned like the possibility of going to the voice, his demeanor changed entirely. All the fear in him left. This is his main focus now. Like he didn't even care about the town anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like his it's like you could take $10 or $1 million. Those were his offers given to him, and he's like,
It's like his promise.
He's like, we can go to Oklahoma. Fuck everything else.
he's like, he's like,
Oklahoma.
Nail me every day of my life.
If you lead me to a $10 bill, you get $1 million. But okay.
to warn you all, exposure to the voice is not an easy process. There's a reason that the town's exposure takes so long. If but a single one of us were to enter Bride's Peak today, the source of the voice, you would be dead before you hit the ground. Your brain would melt and seep through your orifices.
Oh.
But I can fix that as well. You need me.
Can we like hog tie this guy?
Wait, no.
Well, he is hogtied.
Listen, I
that
let
thing
you
back in
can't
his mouth.
move. You don't want to do that.
I shoved the rag back in his mouth.
Alright, so we're gonna take you back to Pale Grass. You're gonna help us destroy the relay, then we can take you to Bride's Peak.
Yep.
Yes.
And you will obey me?
Ooh.
It is a partnership, my friend. We share a common quest. Hey, I don't think that's gonna work with her. Just say yes. Allow her to speak.
She's way out of your league.
Chris.
Actually, my name is Chris Man.
Chris man.
In the lead up. God damn it. Until we get to Bride's Peak, I'm going to require your full obedience.
Very well. Only speak.
It's a dom.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Mistress will command the shadow spawn to untie him.
It's one of those. I got big hands and this tiny little.
Just trying to untangle a necklace,
How
basically.
dexterous is your shadow?
He's hurting me. Can't you do this yourself?
The shadow spirit has a dex of 16.
Okay. A little slide.
For the beef.
That's pretty good.
And
Plus
an
3.
intelligence of 4. So she'll
Bat
command-
mushes him into paste. It grinds him into a paste like gel.
she'll command the shadow spirit to untie him, and then she will say, "Hold hands with the other pet, and let's go." And
What other pet?
she gestures
Oh.
to.
You know, I can walk myself. I'm not a barbarian. So you shouldn't act like one either. Trust me, this is a partnership. We are on equal terms, are we not?
Somehow,
No.
the shadow spirit has a charisma of 16 as well.
He has his chest puffed out. The lady demons are like smiling at him from the other room.
No, anyway. You don't need to carry him.
This is so stupid.
I love it.
If I hold his hand,
Yes,
will
let's
I
go.
die?
No,
Very well.
probably.
Yes,
This is not fortuitous for me. But I will do it.
Alright, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
To leave this room here, there's a couple of the guards out here just like,
Question it.
any, officer, is there anything we need to be concerned with here?
Nah, you're good.
Do we have
Have a
a
good day, sir.
billing for
Thank you.
damages?
Nah, we're good.
Just contact your main office?
Yeah, just contact the collections agency. Let them know.
We can do that. Okay.
I packed my blanket and I put it back in my
You get a
bag.
call from Fauna. No.
That was fun.
Fauna, calm the fuck down. It was just a goddamn security camera.
Just calling to say what's up.
Oh,
What
Hey.
security camera?
What the fuck?
what
No,
security camera? Nothing happened.
Anyway, okay, and so you guys begin your trip back to Pilgrass.
Yeah.
With that, let's go ahead and take a small break. If anybody wants to get out,
Okay.
take a
Can
break.
I shoot a text to Billiard while we're here and then I'll.
Yeah, we
That's
can.
it. Okay, cool. Because I didn't say bye to him before we actually left.
Oh. And I want to stop, if we have time. I don't know if we're on a time crunch. I want to stop and buy a ring real fast.
A ring?
Gas.
Non-magical, just not like
It's
a
for
magical.
mod,
I just
isn't
want to
it?
stop by, grab a ring, like
Okay.
buy a ring real
Okay.
fast.
It's for
Just like a
mod,
main
isn't it?
metal band? Or?
Okay.
Stopping by one of the many jewelry stores in downtown New Atlanta.
It's a
you
mini
would find
jewelry
this
store
place.
because he's small.
That's roll for me. Just give me an investigation. See if you find a good place.
9.
You buying a
Nine.
mood ring?
You find one that you
Get
see
it
the
out
biggest sign there. Like that's got to be good
Mall.
ring. So yeah, you show up with.
Okay.
You're able to buy a ring from the guy for $50. Yeah.
Okay. I use my Legion card.
Of course, officer. Thank you. In case it's like a lucky lady, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You checked out,
Cool.
and you guys would be able to go back to Pelgrass. And you're sending a text to Billiard, right, Ember? You're just doing that on the.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey man, heading back. Forgot to say it before we actually left. Okay, bye.
Okay. So with that, yeah, let's take a small break and go to the restroom if you need to.
I could go
Have
for
some
a.
sips of weed law.
Yeah, I could go for some water.
Yeah, well, please get a water bag. Put
Bag?
put it in your mouth. Do not touch me again, Mothman. I'm still in this campaign, whether you like it or not.
Chris man.
Solid another 2 hours.
Indeed.
I should have asked before he went in there.
Just yelling there.
Thinking about running to QT to grab an energy drink.
Mhm.
So that I will hopefully not be dead when the last hour rolls around.
I mean, I'm sure if you run right now, it wouldn't be an issue. Just
It sounds like his pee is almost complete.
Anyone else want to join me or want me to get you anything?
I'll come with you. I don't want to get anything, but I'll.
If it's okay with you, I'm going to run the quick trip to grab an energy drink so that I am caffeinated
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
the second half.
Make haste. Thank you.
Yeah, you want to come with?
Me?
Yeah.
If I give you my card, you want to grab something for me? I want to kind of maintain this trip.
Oh, and
I
Andrew,
think I just got invited to sit in
with that ring, I'm using my artificer ability to
I'm
turn
really
it into a. To
Why?
use
because
the thing
they were like, it's gonna be really, really small.
You're like the only reason I met, aren't you?
I mean,
Oh, I guess you weren't manager of the year, babe.
no, I mean like, I've like never hung out with them outside of there. I don't know. I guess you never know how like important somebody is.
I'm like, I invited all my coworkers when I got married, even the ones I didn't know.
That's true. Like I definitely didn't invite both of you.
Fair.
I mean, I invited like Kip and Jody, but not Chris.
That's sweet. I'm not surprised.
I'm touched.
Alright, friends.
I'll let y'all think I'm gonna touch on my beauty bits.
Kayla's had quite the lore drop since we've last had a session.
Rewatched some old sessions, and I feel like I've like looked into the void.
Yeah. How's everybody been?
So I'm like,
Oh,
write the fucking journal. Just write the fucking journal.
Oh. Indeed. Indeed.
Stop being stubborn for 30 seconds. And just look at the thing.
Yeah. Amy, how you doing?
Not bad. You watch Parks and Rec, right?
Yeah, of course I do.
So you know the episode where April is like, I don't know what I want to do with my life, and Donna's all Saturn's return. That's
Yes.
been my life the last like month.
Oh. Yeah. And then eventually she decides, I know what I want to do with my life. I want to tell other.
people what to do.
I wanna
and
tell
send them
other-
far away from me.
You could always be like a meth head. That's always an option.
I
Yeah.
like to keep my teeth.
I was just about to say that.
Doesn't have to be meth.
Okay, I could do another.
There's all
I don't want
there's
meth
all
now.
sorts of varieties of substance abuse out there.
I take really good care of my teeth. I'm not sacrificing that.
What about your nasal cavity? You could always do cut.
You could be
That'll
you
help
could
you do a lot
be
of stuff at the same time.
you could be like the head of like a CIA division. Because have you ever seen the movie Hannah? The villain in Hannah, who is like the head of like a, I don't know if she's like the head of CIA or just like a certain sect of it, but like she has like a really good villain trait where she like is obsessed with like keeping her teeth clean.
Oh shit.
Hannah's a really good movie.
I was, for a hot minute, whenever I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, I was like, maybe I'll join the FBI. Like, that was like a genuine, like, I like really looked into that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Holy fuck.
I've never heard Kayla's phone make noise ever.
I just gave myself like a heart attack. And, like, I like hit the hold of the button too long and it was trying to call 911.
Oh. I thought that was the fucking Kill Bill music there for a second. Oh. Oh, you guys.
Don't touch my tit. Oh. How's everyone doing?
I'm doing good, friend. Sorry I couldn't make it last night.
You're fine.
We ended up watching our
Just got on VR chat like I usually do.
nice.
Already.
We've been watching a show called Midnight Mass. It's good. Like if you like a show with a good twist on it, like got to episode 3 of the show, and it has like one of the best twists I've seen in a long time. And you think back on it, and it gives you like a million telegraphs, but also like
I love that.
but also like a lot of misdirection.
Mhm.
It's throwing both at you at once. It's great.
That's cool.
Like a lot. Andrew, I sent you a message a while back, seeing if in a few months you'd like to go see Dragon Force.
The Dragon Force
Would you like
show?
to?
I didn't know if that was the actual Dragon Force show or another thing. I don't know.
No, it's Dragon
When is it?
It's in March.
Oh, March.
Yeah,
Might
it's
be
a-
down.
it's always
I
out.
like Dragon Force.
Yeah, I thought that'd be fun.
I'm going to get H2O.
H2O.
Huto.
Some Huto.
Huto.
Hatois.
She dies.
There's a
She
bag
never
of
got her
dice right
water.
there. That really hurts.
Damn.
Bag of dice. That's what our podcast should be.
Bag of
Okay.
dice. By the way, if anybody would like to come over Saturday night, Jordan and I are going to go see a movie. And once we return, open invitation for anyone. I think we're just gonna play the new Jackbox and just hang out.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll have to see what I'm doing, but I'd be down.
yeah. I'll tell other people that like once the session's over too.
How you been doing?
Good. Pulled an all-nighter last night. So
Why did you do that?
Had a final today.
Oh shoot.
I pulled an all-nighter for a final once. It was for a midterm actually, and I went to bed at like should have just stayed up.
Yep.
Went to bed like 4:30 in the morning, and I woke up and I had super overslept it.
Oh.
But I was a good student, and I was like I had like always attended, and I had good grades.
So you were.
And so he was like, look, I understand that this is a one-time thing just because your track record is good.
Yeah.
So when we come back for midterms, I'll let you take it for like, I can't remember if it was like for 75 or like 90% of my grade. Oh, like
Okay.
of the total possible grade.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is super fair because I was not even expecting you to
Mhm.
give me anything.
That's cool that you did that.
Well, there was another girl in the class, the exact same thing had happened to her, and he told her to fuck off because she had like missed half of the classes.
Oh yeah.
And she was doing poorly.
She's like, whether I give you 75%, you're still failing to get out of my sight.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Quincy Kitty Man. Can't believe it.
I would like to eventually do another session of that campaign.
Well, we just gotta wait for someone else to show up.
I know. That was fun though. I like that character. Like when I was building a character and saw all my different options for like combat and stuff, I was like, man, this is so much more. This is so much more fun than Mod, who's just straight paladin.
Mm-hmm. Mascots.
You can
Not
always
just-
change it.
He really is basically Zap Brannigan, though. I like.
They're more
Oh,
coward,
God.
like little slut.
Give her a Santa
Give
friend.
me some champagne.
He's Zap Brannigan, except Zap Brannigan is like a military guy. That's not Quincy. Quincy's like a Robin Hood type, basically. I love Zap Brannigan. He's
So
such a
fun.
fucking asshole. It's amazing.
Where's his pants? Never trust a man in a tunic. You heard it from me.
Stop it.
Played through Outer Wilds so I could finish the DLC with all the info.
Yeah.
God, it took so long to replay that game. It was
Worth
good.
Worth it.
It was still really
Just so
good.
you can see that one little clip
Yeah.
slideshow of the Know My Point. He's like,
Yeah,
"What the
exactly."
fuck shit?" And that's it. And then the interloper traveling over.
Mhm. And then I got to the end, so I got to see the end stuff.
You
with
did?
the new additional stuff, which
When you were talking about, like, I know there's a skeleton out here somewhere, and I can't find him. You found it, bitch.
if I get down there, it's like I'm gonna blow up this candle. Nothing good is gonna come from this.
Well, I try not to spoil.
Yeah, I was gonna
Just
say I won't
random
play it, so don't
terminology.
say. Don't
It
say
shouldn't
too
make
much.
any sense to you.
I appreciate if you don't say like too much, but you're right. Like certain things just wouldn't make sense.
Like what candle? Like that means nothing in the scope of
Means
the,
nothing to
the
me.
end of the game. Kinda does.
I had a coworker from my last job. We had a Discord. We have a Discord for because like we would get together to play Smash Bros sometimes.
Yeah.
And I've got a code that I'm not going to use for this new game. Does anyone want it? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It was for a game called Riders Republic, which that is an extreme sports racing game. So it's like snowboarding and biking and wingsuits, gliding and shit. And it's a brand new like $60 game. It just came out, and he just happened to have a code that he got for free, and he wasn't gonna use it. But
that's cool.
that game is so like cringy. Like, how do you do, fellow kids? And it's like it thinking that it's cool. And I got excited because a little bit in the game it introduces you to like the main guy you're gonna be talking to the whole time. And he's like older. He's like the founder of all the events. And I was like, I really hope this guy is like just super like jaded and thinks that all these other kids fucking suck. And you get to him and he's worse than the rest. He's super cringy, and all the other kids think he's really cool. It's like everybody in this game is terrible.
Here to kill the chaos.
I cannot skip through all the cutscenes fast enough. I never want to hear any of the characters talk. They're all just miserable to listen to.
What's the game again?
It's called Riders Republic.
Republic.
It's so cringy. It's just it's literally everybody talking.
Oh no. Steve Buscemi
Did
their
you
way
see
to the game.
Did you see that? That's what he dressed up as, Steve Buscemi. He sat on his porch with the music band shirt and the cap and the red jacket
is
and the
that?
skateboard.
Oh my god.
And he gave out candy as that
Imagine
character.
getting that from Steve Buscemi.
It's
I
funny.
might show up like I'd start walking with a group of kids, like as
How do you do, fellow kids?
fellow kids.
I love Steve Buscemi.
These are big. Jesus.
Big cheeses. Yeah, Steve. It's funny because that originally blew up from like a Twitter thread where someone was like, "Oh my God, Steve Buscemi is in New York on his step, like handing out candy in like the How Do You Do, Fellow Kids costume," and it's like a picture from the side, and it really doesn't look like him. So everybody was commenting like, "What the fuck? That's not Steve Buscemi. That's just some guy dressed as him." And then you look in the replies, and there's like dozens of people with better pictures of selfies they got with him. It's like, no, that's super Steve Buscemi. That's just a bad picture.
Imagine being so Steve Buscemi that people don't believe you're Steve Buscemi.
It was just one bad shot. That's all.
Well, like that one guy, when Tony Hawk goes to places, and they're like, "You look like that one skater guy."
Yeah.
Hawk? Who?
Let me go to Tony Hawk's Twitter because there was one from a
That
couple
was the
days
funniest
ago.
thing. Hey!
He
One
has
of them has been shaken vigorously.
Oh, it's like freaking Jigsaw. I'll never know.
Tony Hawk has like dozens and dozens of stories like that of people. Fuck you! Fuck you and your hot chips! Fuck you and your hot chips! Yeah, Fucking, you're cancer.
Oh.
Get away.
But that is the character. I'm sorry.
Watch it.
Have you heard of the High Elves?
I've honestly been wanting to make another Skyrim run. I do that every year.
What?
I'm like,
What?
ooh, but what if I start Skyrim
What?
again?
What if
of
this
the
time I
dudes-
don't?
So
use
not
the bow?
those specific guys, but there's another guy who does Skyrim videos,
Or
and
for-
he's
what
like
if
a
this time
really
I'm
tall,
not,
skinny
like,
guy.
the specific magic?
And he like does these videos where he's like he gets the
Oh, is
walk
it
cycle
better?
perfect.
Oh,
He's like
that's
walking
mostly
into walls
red.
and shit.
Yeah.
Jordan and I loved his videos, and then found out he killed his wife.
That's fine.
So
Yeah.
half the people in Skyrim. It's called acting. No, that sucks though. That's crazy.
It was in the news a couple weeks ago.
Oh man.
This guy, he apparently just had he and his wife were in the process of getting divorced, and he thought that she had invited another man over, and he came in and killed them both.
Oh, so she did invite someone.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't. I mean, it doesn't matter.
I
We
don't
haven't. Anyway, before we get started, Tony Hawk tweeted, "At store wandering aisles, employee approaches. Him, can I help you? Me, I'm looking for light bulbs. Him, they're in this aisle. Hey, you look like Tony Hawk. Me,
Freaking always.
I've heard that. Him, that's crazy. Gets light bulbs. Him, wait, are you Tony Hawk? Me, yes. Him, that's crazier. Fucking Tony Hawk.
Always
guy.
getting somewhat recognized.
Here I am.
Dude,
Everything I can.
God damn it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, that one guy that was like, it's me. Are you right?
Sometimes he just lies to people too. Like, they'll say, "Are you Tony Hawk?" He goes, "No."
It's the beauty of being Tony Hawk.
And you're like a plus 10
I like the
spell.
one where like he's in the drive-thru and the guy's like, "Are you Tony Hawk?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, he turns to his coworker. He's like, "Hey, we got Tony Hawk in the drive-thru." And the guy's like, "Who?"
That's cool.
There's a Photoshop out there for like a PS4 game, and it's called
Happy
Tony
to buy
Hawk's
this.
Existential Crisis.
You know the big ones.
Here I am. All right, everybody.
Look at us, double.
We left off the group. You guys were returning back to Pelgrass, right?
Yeah. On our walk back, I'm gonna spend some time with the ring I got and infuse it with one of my infusions, and then I'll give it to Ember.
What?
It's a spell refueling ring. Once per day, you can use an action to refill a spell slot at 3rd level or lower.
Thanks, buddy.
You guys are gay.
I totally thought it
And
was
so
for
you
Noah.
guys detour to honeymoon in Maui, and after your marriage and consummation ends, you guys go back to Pelgrass.
Oh, we have to consummate it?
It's the only way to
Not with
activate
each
the
other.
spell.
Oh, okay.
The spell consummate your marriage. Third level.
Also goes to the bathroom and consummates himself.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
We never do.
back in Pelgrass, Mississippi, you guys go through the same. You guys go through the process of re-entering and dealing with the repercussions of being in the city again. I'm gonna have you reroll this every single time.
God
You
damn
have
it.
similar reactions.
Whoa!
Whoa! Anyway, you guys go to Glorious with your friend here.
Are we,
Guys,
do we not
um,
already start headed out?
He doesn't
heading
react at all to any of this. This is very something he's very ambivalent to. Its presence.
Who's not reacting? Glorious.
The prisoner that you
Oh, okay.
captured.
Oh, by the way, what's your name? So we don't have to keep calling you like the dude.
Or creep.
Voltaire.
Old Tear.
Voltaire.
Old tear.
Old
Hair.
Tear.
Okay.
Why does that sound super familiar? Am I supposed to know this? That
Doesn't
sounds
sound
familiar
familiar
to
to
me.
me.
No, it's old hair.
It'd be weird if you did.
Fine.
This
Old
is
Tear.
a, this character's
Voltaire.
Voltaire, yeah. Like
Old
Voltron and
hair.
old no, Voltaire.
Voltron is
Like
his cousin.
Voltaire is what the name is. So what?
He's joking.
I made him laugh.
What was the joke?
He's dying.
I feel like you make fun of me.
No.
No.
You say no
It's,
because you know it's right.
No.
It's a trans joke.
Okay.
We call that verbal.
Let's
irony.
continue. So that's how they introduce. Pleasure to meet you, Chris Mal.
God, why does everybody call him Chris Man?
Well, that's how he introduced himself.
You know, he says just call. Well, I
No,
Vaughn
he
would
said
know.
it's actually Chris Mann.
Oh, I guess he did. Okay.
I was like, I didn't. She told me to call him that. Okay. Returning to Glorious, you guys enter in with the unrestrained guy with his demons you're holding the hand.
Oh,
Sorry.
has it been an hour? We had
Right. Since you
run
delivered,
an errand.
yeah, we've probably been a collective hour of figuring everything out.
She would not re-summon the demon. The spell is over.
Okay, so melts and dies and screams.
Do we see it melt and die in front of us?
No, this will probably happen on the way over.
Okay.
What happened on the tram car?
Walking into Glorious, you're here with your new friend, and Glorious and all of them standing in here, and sees the freaking dude completely untied. And
What the fuck?
His name is Voltaire. He's gonna help us destroy the relay here.
Voltaire.
Oh.
Is he?
Are you guys possessed?
We had a lovely conversation.
No, what?
He probably is.
Yeah, he's super possessed. But he's
How
super-
many trees do you see in here?
None.
How many trees do I see in
What
here?
are you talking
Where
about?
should we head next?
None? I don't see any.
I hear Rudimaz is hot this time of year.
I mean, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He's fine.
That's what I say. I say don't worry about it.
He-
You're the one who worries about shit.
He didn't get tortured. He's fine.
Okay,
Stop
now I
talking
know
about
you,
it.
Lion.
I
This
know
is the
that.
point
That's
where
not
I'm
true.
allowed to contribute because I was tortured.
Yeah,
No,
see, I
I
fucking
believe
knew
it.
it. I fucking knew you
You're gonna
tortured him.
believe him over me?
Yes.
Yes.
He
When I asked if he was being tortured, Mistress hung up the phone. That means he was being tortured.
no, he's fine.
We
Look,
came to an agreement of
battery
mutual
full.
understanding.
he doesn't have any broken
You had, like, 12
fingers.
phones.
He's fine.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
came
Hers
to an
died.
agreement.
You could have
Okay,
called that.
okay.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. As long
Mistress
as
is
there's a
obviously
mutual
the
understanding, I guess.
Our motives coexist, and as long as we fulfill our bargains, then no violence
Oh,
will be
good.
needed among either of us.
I think this is kind of like a Lua situation where we're gonna get along, but like at some point it's gonna.
But at some point, she's gonna petrify one of us.
I'm not gonna have a mini session dedicated to his origins and
No.
show up.
Cool.
Hey, I was here.
I was here.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh, does the
I was
name
physically here.
Oh yeah, you were there.
does the name Altair mean anything?
Voltaire,
to,
yeah. Go ahead and roll the intelligence check one more time.
So look, it's pink flavor.
Yeah, it is.
13.
After taking another moment to sit here and think about this and kind of recognize the robes, and well, not so much the robes, but really kind of
That's why
take in
Aqua
the
Bear's
thoughts of
fucking
this here. It's like, oh yeah, oh this old dude. Oh yeah, this is essentially the seer, the kind of the peddling fortune teller that essentially hangs out here during the festival times and runs the church.
Talks about
Well,
the
he doesn't
ice
run
of
the
March.
church. He's a
Oh, this is the local man.
he's a worker there. He's not an actual priest. This dude is one of the nice people,
Was.
but this I haven't seen him act like this before. He's not the same person. Something's weird.
Did he act the same when you guys were not torturing him?
Yeah, it didn't work. He was so fucking crazy when we left.
That's great.
But I think
Maybe we have to wait till noon tomorrow, and then we can talk to the real him.
Well, I think we figured out what happened.
Oh.
It feels weird to be talking about this with him just like standing right there.
Glorious, why don't you take him upstairs and show him all the trees?
I mean, okay. Hey, buddy, you want to go upstairs? I would appreciate being a part of the contribution.
That would be contributing, because then you would.
You are
Have
clearly
that
trying to
contributing.
divert me.
Would you like to explain to us how you access the conduit, the relay, the thingy?
I have an entryway in my office that only people of my exposure are able to access.
How did you?
Do
How
you
did you
leave your body to access it?
I approach it physically, as according to my knowledge.
We also don't necessarily know when we found him earlier if, like, he might have just been resting. Like, he might not have been trying to go to the office.
So maybe
to
whenever
the
he
sewers.
sleeps.
I don't know.
Well, if someone that only of your exposure can go, does that mean only Maud can make it through?
The entryway is accessible through the sewer systems if you know the correct path through the city. But the direct access to the relay lies within my church.
How did you first come across the relay and the voice in the first place?
I was approached by the installers, those who brought the heavenly voice to our city.
What do they look like?
Figures, many machines attached to their figures, long grey coats.
Fucking course.
Ah!
Oh, of course they'd be on
Melody
the
genuinely.
What the fuck
makes
do you
that
think?
noise.
Of course, it's the Grey Coats.
No, I'm just joking. Seriously.
Okay, well, can we go?
I only knew several of them. They were finishing their tunnels connecting the city.
Oh.
Do you,
That's just where they installed it.
did you catch any of their names?
I knew the one who gave me the rights to the relay.
Who was that?
I believe his name was Alon.
God damn it.
It was
Well,
actually Alan.
You remember
Alan's twin brother.
You
We
do
killed
remember-
his twin brother.
Ember being captured by Alon in the sewers here at Hillcrest in front of a mysterious construct.
No, we killed him.
with Davey.
Alon is still out there.
I would
Yeah, this
fucking kill
fucking
all of you.
Great.
In a heartbeat.
Fucking Davey.
Well,
Miss that
why
guy.
don't you go ahead and show us?
I
the
miss
way
him.
to the
Oh
sewer?
yeah, we'll find him. He's somewhere here, maybe. Right. What?
Mistress will say, why don't you go ahead and show us the path through the sewers?
Absolutely. Would you not wish to rejoin me in the church since an easier access? Although
Can you take us with you through the access point in the church?
I'm sure we can figure something out.
Without us,
Not promising.
without us achieving the same level as.
If you agree to bring me there, I do not care on which the method I take you to the relay. It is your choice.
Let's simply go through the sewers.
Very well.
Yes, simply.
Simply.
If that is the case, then we shall make
And a
haste.
little Coke on it.
Is our entire entourage joining us on this expedition?
Yep.
I don't know if I've got a formal invite, but
You always have a formal invite, buddy.
Pick up your tree, let's go.
It's just massive
I love
freaking
it
Donkey
so
Kong
much.
mallet over here flings over his shoulder.
Treeman.
It's ridiculous
by
how
the
big it
way,
is.
By the way, Glorious thinks that this whole place is jungle fire.
I'm like aware that there's an issue going on with me. I'm not a toddler. I know what's going on. There's a problem. I'm just telling you what I see.
I know.
He
I'm,
literally just said the same thing.
What?
He's not a toddler.
Ember knows.
He's saying TREES.
What?
It's okay, buddy.
Tree? Yeah, no, it's not a tree. I know it's probably a piece of my equipment from upstairs. Hopefully.
I think it's time for him to take an NAP.
If you want me to stay, I can just stay. Like I offered. I still got people to get out of this place.
Nah, I mean, if you want to come along with us, we'd be
Around
happy for you to
the
come.
Alright, Glorious, put Davy down and let's go.
No.
Oh fuck!
She does not say that.
No, that's Fisty, remember?
No!
Too soon. Too soon.
Whoa.
Okay, that would have been.
So the
really
next
funny,
arc
though.
takes place in hell, where everyone's going.
It's fine, she's been dead for at least like a week now.
Shut up.
Yeah.
We're over it by now.
It's not too soon anymore.
It's too soon.
No.
If this is the entirety of our group, then we shall proceed. Follow me, everyone.
Alright.
Let's party.
And you guys party. And that's essentially making your way out to the
I'm sorry, you
city.
did the same thing.
Traveling around midday here, you guys pursue towards the east side of town here. And this is a very much a kind of a slowed down kind of repeat of your trek chasing Alan into the sewers, Ember. You make your way, and it's just kind of echoing back with you here. You remember running with Davy next to you here, getting to the grate, which you struggled to lift at the time, and having his help. You have the group of people here. Glorious comes up to this manhole that's on the end here and just whoopsie daisy whoop, and just freaking stepping stones it into the distance, or frisbees it.
Is this the same? Oh wait, no, we didn't go. Yeah, we did go into the sewers with Cloud Man. Is
This is not the same entrance. No, this one was one across the street from the bar
Okay.
that you went to climb in. And if you guys, there was a possibility of finding that while you guys were down there, but you found him pretty. You guys went down there with him, so you didn't
That
actually
would've been
look
pretty
for
funny.
him. You would have known
TJ,
what it
would you
was.
say any of that to us?
What?
Like about like this is where you were.
Probably like if this is the way we're going and then we get closer, then yeah, I'd like have memories of it. Especially as Glorious like lifts it up. It's like I knew I could have brought you last time. I tried like probably at least 3 times to get that fucking thing up.
It's okay. A lot of people have problems getting it out.
I was
Yeah.
gonna make a joke too.
We should go to the erect room.
That's pretty good.
Hate everybody here.
Don't die.
Yeah. Sewer atmosphere.
Entering in to this area here, you guys proceed down one by one into this underground kind of catacomb-like sewer system here with the streams of absolute feces next to you. And it's a
Oh,
sewer.
wait.
I don't know what you want me to say.
I mean, I was hoping this would be a
I want you to
storm
not
sewer,
pronounce it
not
like
a.
that.
It took me too long to figure out what the fuck feces were.
Don't talk about it. Anyway,
It's
we're-
a poop sewer.
Shut up. We're going forward. Moving forward here, you
My favorite kind.
you proceed and you follow Ulter at this point down this sideways. You realize, man, this is the 3rd time we've been in a sewer. Probably the 4th. We count Cloudman as one. This is people hide a lot of shit down here. Pun intended. We're gonna keep going forward. Following, is there anything conversation you guys are having as you guys are proceeding through the different pathways? It's essentially like him taking you multiple clicks like around to essentially where the church would be underground.
I'll
That's
ask.
what's
I'll
going
ask
on here.
Altair, like, how often do you come down here?
I travel down here every day. When I'm not in my sermons, I am tending to the relay.
What do you have to do to the relay to make sure it stays?
Protecting it. Fending off stragglers or
Does that
unwanted
happen?
folk. If it does, I'll know.
Okay.
Okay, but has it happened before?
No. People do not come down here often, and that is fine by
I mean,
me.
fair, it sucks down here.
Depends on your viewpoint.
From my viewpoint, it sucks down here.
Looks out into there and is like, stay here long enough and everything is a paradise, my dear. And he continues walking.
It probably looks a lot different for.
Glorious walking behind you all as well as like,
Glorious, what does this look like for you?
sewer.
I'm just checking.
Why?
I don't know. He just said to like be down here long enough that it was like a paradise. So I was just wondering, like,
Well, I mean, the water's gone, which is a little weird.
we're definitely sludging through water right now, right?
You're not walking through it. You're standing on like a side path walking. You guys
But there
aren't,
is water.
You guys aren't.
But there
wading
is
it
water too. Like.
Yet. There is.
Okay.
And he just doesn't see the water.
Yeah, essentially, it just looks like an empty like
Yeah.
river system for him. But other than that, like, I don't come down here in my free time. I can brag about that.
Well, that is something to brag about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway, if this guy does any funny business, just let me know. You guys continue forward down this path.
Yep.
Making your way, weaving through the different beds and whatnot. That this man has convinced you that is leading you to the location. And then, sure enough, yeah, you enter out into this, essentially an area where it kind of breaks off into kind of a hidden pathway off to the side here, where you guys proceed to go through this dark corridor and you enter into this hallway that ends essentially, and a couple things. You have this low dark lighting with these flickering bulbs going from the tops of the system here, connected by these loose wires that just kind of string up the top that have been kind of strung up like Christmas lights almost, just to illuminate this path for temporary usage. And you continue forward, and then you get to the end, and you see a couple things. One, there's a kind of half metallic, half stone structure that appears to be like a twisted pylon that almost resembles a series of 3 snakes following and twisting themselves into a knotted rope, like a DNA helix up to the top, where essentially the figure's mouths are splayed open. Next to that, you see 2 things. You see a box, a wooden crate that is completely empty, that is pushed off to the side. Behind this structure, you see a break in the wall, like bricks that have been knocked out, and a hollowed out path that leads behind it as well.
That's a looks like that's where the Greycoats came in, if I had to make a guess. Who knows how far they tunneled to get here.
I mean, that was their whole thing.
Did he say it with everyone or in Atlanta about like the tunneling
Did who
across
say?
the country?
Did who say?
Voltaire.
Voltaire, he just mentioned that this is how they came in. They came into the tunnelway in the sewers and installed this here. Behold, the relay of the Holy Voice. And he gestures towards this statue that's adorned here in the middle. Everyone, as you begin to get close to it here, make a wisdom saving throw.
No.
And all of a sudden, the noise just begins pulsating.
15.
In your ears, deep
This
in the
isn't a
center of your
spell.
mind. It's
I
not a
also
spell.
got 15. Mom, we're vibing tonight.
What the fuck?
Keep
You guys.
hands. It fucking sucks.
4.
Things were better when I didn't have you roll.
24.
24. Jesus. Okay.
9.
So you got 15, 9, 24.
13.
Okay, 13. Awesome. What'd you get, Ember?
15.
15. Oh yeah, you got. Okay, so in the mod Mistress, as you guys get in here, the wave kind of blasts you back, and for a second, for only a single second, the room changes from this breakdown sewer mossed over structure to this clean hallway, and then back to the sewer. Melody, your eyes once again go out, and you just have a series of memories just absolutely collide in your head here, and all of a sudden you open your eyes and you're the only one in the room.
Guys,
What's up?
I just can't see anyone. Can I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
He's not fucking die.
What did you get, Hostel, for yours?
9.
You did 9. Okay.
Oh yeah, great. 6.
6. 6.
Hello?
So you're looking behind here. You hear a voice echo from the cavern behind, just very faint. You can't recognize what it is, but someone's calling out to you.
Calling my name?
You don't know. It's just very faint. Can't quite pick it up.
Okay. I will run in that direction.
Everybody else, you see Melody just start darting in that direction in real life.
Oh.
Mistress will give chase.
Yeah.
Just grease.
Power kill!
Power grease.
Does Mistress still have Hostel's rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, as you guys essentially try to stop her.
what am I?
With you, you wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah, I didn't
There's
think
something for you at this moment as well. But Mistress, you get and quickly grab onto her, and the second you get that tension, and you see everybody again. Melody, you're back in the room. It's normal. Hostile. Happens to you as well. You snap out of it. And the room is much brighter than you remembered. You feel that extreme heat. You turn around and there's fire behind you.
Oh shit.
You turn back and there's fire in front of you. The
Oh,
statue
shit.
is encased. Your friends are burning. Everyone around you is burning.
I run towards the fire to try to grab
The group
people.
sees Hostile dart forward as well during this time.
Shit.
And so, yeah, essentially, like, go towards, like, one of the people, or just, like, it's super hot, and as you get up to it, you're barely even able to get close to it.
I think he's gonna try to fight through the pain as much as he can and, like, grab just a person and start, like, dragging them away from the fire.
As you grab on here, I want to go ahead and say, make a Constitution saving throw.
No good.
Con save. Did you roll a nat one?
That's a 7.
7. Okay. You take.
With my
You
plus
take.
6 to con save.
You take 4 points of psychic damage as you're grabbing this here, and your visage begins to burn.
Okay.
But it's hurting like your mind more than it's hurting your actual body.
I think at this point it's not really like clicking with him that that's what's happening, and he's just trying to pull harder and harder to get away from the fire.
And after a couple moments here, you blink, and once again you're back in the room with everyone. Your head is killing you. Ember.
That's my name.
You. What was your roll?
15.
15. Although this doesn't necessarily, nothing mentally affects you as you kind of deal with this source. This is a very familiar feeling washes over you. Not just the feeling that this is where you were captured earlier. You remember, you're supposed to be here. This is time. It's time to be here. That's the only thought you have, though. It's like I need.
Like this feels right.
I need to be here right now. I don't know why, but I need. This is a part of my.
Am I feeling like drawn to anything in particular?
This feeling only lasts for a little moment, though.
Okay.
And then it washes away.
Okay.
With the group here, stopping, like seeing Hostile run over and like try to like help someone out of the fire and then snap back, then Mistress stopping Melody, you can tell there's something else real. This is a very strong source here. It might
Was
not be
Hostile
good.
going the same direction I was?
Hostile? I don't necessarily think so. I think it kind of split off in a different
Yeah.
direction.
Did I like run up to a person in real life?
No.
Okay.
What did you run up to?
Just a space.
Oh, okay.
A space
And so did
right
they
now.
basically just see me like grab on to
Yeah.
like nothing and just start?
And this is like the world's best mime. Like it looks like he's actually grabbing the air.
I'm really wondering if we're like, if this is a hallucination or if we're like seeing through a veil into like the past or something.
Standing in the room,
No.
the 8 of you here again. And Ultera walks out forward. I'm sure you've all been graced with its gifts. As you approach, not many can stand being so close. You all must have some sort of exposure.
That's what we like to hear.
It is not a good idea to get closer.
Why is it affecting people like this?
This is what the voice does. It calls to us, and as we listen, we learn, and we see the world for how we want to see it. How the world was meant to be seen in our minds.
I like whisper to Mistress, I'm like, or not Mistress, but Ember. I'm like, Ember, can you like fireball?
Why would I want to fireball?
about to walk into the gate of truth.
Filled with
Me to
methane.
Want me
What?
to
We're about
suck
to
the
walk into
air
the
out of
gate
this
of
room?
truth.
Fire plus
Your arm and your leg pop
raw
off.
sewage
Ah!
equals bigger explosion.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're here to destroy this conduit, right?
Yes.
So like let's do it.
Yes.
Bastard.
Now, I can't
Boxing.
imagine that the conduit will stay down for long, as the installers have entrusted me to keep it up with my life. If they find out I'm doing this, it is over. Unless, of course, I have your protection. I do have your protection, correct?
Any enemy of the Greycoats is a friend of ours. If the Greycoats want you dead, then we don't. It's as simple as that.
If
Yeah,
I
now
make
it's all
enemies here, I need my reassurance that I am to be saved.
Absolutely.
Look, we've come up against the Greycoats a couple times now, and they're tough, but I mean, we've beaten them before. So, I mean, I can't promise anything, but
Also thought we beat them.
yeah, I can't promise anything, but I mean, I think that you'd have better protection with us than with anybody else.
Good.
We have a track history of successfully removing one of their skin.
Twice.
As you guys are having this conversation, Thur moves forward, and he goes up to this coiled up metallic stone statue here, and he kneels down in front of it, and you can hear him say, "I'm sorry, but when I greet you in person, I will make it up to you." His hands grab thin air. What can only be described as a motion of pulling a large switch.
Oh, that can't be good. It's a lever.
You hear no noise, but as this happens, instant relief over everyone.
Oh,
You feel
right lever.
essentially like when you're in the air for so long, you have that level of sickness that you've been adjusted to, and then all of a sudden is relieved from you. Like you no longer have that pressure of being so far underwater on your head. You
Can you take a big
I want to go over. I want to just glance at Glorious and see
I didn't even know
what
it was
he
uncomfortable until now.
is doing
has-
or what he
It has glorious to it.
his. Like, I
You
just
go over
want to
to
see
Glorious?
like Glorious's like
Reaction.
reaction to this. Like see if like he now sees the sewer for what it is.
okay? And it's at this moment here where he kind of flinches back here and he holds his head. He's like, "Oh my god!" It feels a lot better.
Glorious, what are you holding?
Tree.
It is.
Is it actually a tree that
No,
he's
it's a
holding?
pylon.
I mean, it looks like one. No, it's not. It's a pylon.
That's right.
And Voltaire speaks up to the point. The effects will not leave. He has experienced the voice. It will no longer spread.
So
If
won't
that
leave
is
him
what you're
ever?
asking.
He's always gonna see things wrong?
I'm sure there are answers, but for now, as far as I'm aware, if you no longer hear the voice, you will eventually regain something, but he has lost a lot, much as everyone else here has.
We'll find a way.
Sure.
But at least the town isn't gonna regress any further.
You see, it's like, it was as easy as just pulling a lever, huh?
Did you see the lever he pulled?
Yeah.
Eh,
We went right up to the giant light tower and pulled the lever.
what?
Well,
Can I
couldn't
insight?
have said it better.
Can I
Huh?
insight?
No, I was playing a really good prank.
Gotcha! It is me, Cloud, but I'm also a transmutator.
Oh man, you fucking asshole.
It was me the whole time.
God damn it.
17.
17.
The ultimate twist.
He's
What the tease?
he's telling the truth to his knowledge.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, I mean,
it's not lit up anymore, so I guess it worked. No visual changes happened to
What
the
the
statue
fuck?
when this happened at all.
Interesting.
did Maud see anything
Maud?
different since?
You didn't.
Okay.
Neither you or Ember saw anything.
Guess we're not far enough gone.
You could assume that.
Andrew, I have a question.
What's up?
Would I have seen any of this last time I was down here? Or is
You saw this. You
further
saw
in?
this conduit.
Okay.
You saw. This was where Alan and the other Greycoats put you and Davy in boxes. In fact,
I was gonna ask about that crate.
There's one crate still here.
Is it open?
Yeah, it's open.
Were there only 2 to start off with?
Oh, you're talking about.
I don't remember.
And Amber probably would.
Does Ember remember how many crates were down here last time we were?
Make an intelligence
I don't fucking know.
Be
It feels
history or
like
intelligence?
No, it's not that far back.
Oh, but what is that?
What?
No, what do you want me to roll?
Intelligence.
Okay, well I got at least an 18, so it's
Oh,
probably
shit.
like a 26 or something.
20 billion.
That's a 21.
babies.
Yeah. They restrained both of you and essentially threw. Well, you got thrown into a box first.
Well, yeah, but she was
So-
wondering how many boxes there were when she went down there.
Well, they essentially dragged them out. So they dragged a couple down,
Okay,
and so.
because it was just me and Davey.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go look at the boxes?
Let's go investigate.
So would you say anything about this or no?
That's why I'm not actively doing it, because I'd just be like, oh, look, a fucking box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also kind of wanted to investigate the pylon.
Go up to the pylon. You walk up to it here, and it's a very, very pretty piece of artwork. It's hard to believe that this has some sort of other purpose to it. It looks just like a really kind of eerie statue. But aside from this kind of lingering feeling of where I need to go, that's about it.
Okay, so you told us that this was like the boxes that this was the place you were taken from.
Yeah, this is where me and Davey were captured by the Greycoats. Like I was trying to break free, but there were too many of them, and I wasn't as strong as I am now. I mean, I'm still not strong.
And you guys were put in separate boxes.
But when we showed up at the gauntlet, like we were in the same room when we first got there before we met Border.
You remember this too, yeah? You guys essentially woke up just
Right.
in a room all by yourselves.
Oh, and Ember. I need to attune into that ring. Just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been wearing it, so I'll be probably.
What day did you get taken?
This was the day you guys rode into the festival. You remember going to the gauntlet the night before, or the night after. So the second night of the festival. She went the first night. Like the first night.
Yeah, the first night I got into town.
So when we all went to GBB the first time, she was already gone.
By the time, remember when Glorious came back and that guy was imprisoned in the basement, ended up like blowing you guys up and stuff?
Yeah.
That was one of the guys that Ember was attacking. Glorious caught that guy and sent her and Davey off to go chase essentially Alan into the sewers.
Yeah. Yeah, because me and Glorious fought like in an alley together. That's where I first met him. We fought some of these Greycoats. I couldn't get into the sewer, so I came back to Glorious because he was a strong dude, and he lent me Davey.
Yeah!
I give him a high five.
Yeah!
Okay, so we have a box, and you guys left as far as you're aware. But I'm fairly certain, because when we went to the bar, if they were already gone, didn't you talk to Davey at the bar hostel
What?
for an extended period of time?
No, he wouldn't talk to me.
Okay, but
I paid him like $50 and he just sat there and looked at me.
But he was there.
But the point I'm trying to make is he was there.
Yeah.
But you say you woke up at the gauntlet with
He
him.
was with me.
Ooh, one of them was fake.
So I gave the Grey Coats $50 fucking dollars. God damn it! Unless
Okay.
Davey was at the bar and that was Nameless, and Nameless was also Diego.
Or
You do remember, as everybody escaped via the fauna bats, you brought Diego out with.
That motherfucker.
Well, I guess you did bring Diego out, but these were all different people. You brought Pisces, Davey, Diego, and all these people out at the time.
And with this box, I mean, I guess there's a chance that it could have been a different one.
Did we ever see Davey like fight in the gauntlet?
Yeah, I had to kill him.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And you also chopped his arm off during your first challenge in the boxes. You remember
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Well, he already missed one, but then.
So that was probably Ashley Davey. I can't imagine Nameless.
He was not really like the fighter kind of type. He's just a guy.
He's
He
just
was
a guy.
terrified before. I just
Although
fight from
I
him.
guess if Nameless was there, like he would recognize that he'd be fine if he got like his arm and shit chopped off.
That's true. If he was it, because he's a great cook.
Can I retcon an insight check to see if he's being real?
Make it history. Oh, wait, what is this? What is this?
It's stupid. It's
I think from a
No,
week
probably
ago.
not at this point.
no. It was mostly like if he was bullshitting, like being terrified in our challenge.
You remember, I mean, if I can describe exactly what happened during that final scene there, like, he was sitting there bleeding out, he had the arms in there, and your goals were to let go, like, right as the light turned green, and the light turned green, and he, like, right before that, he nodded to you and closed his eyes, and he was ready to, like, die, essentially.
Yeah.
And so, he knew he was, like, he was giving you the win.
Like I think Davey was actually in the gauntlet.
Mhm.
I think it was Nameless.
So
that I
somebody
was
else is
talking
with
to
us.
at the bar.
Well, that can't be true. Davey's been with me for years. That can't be true.
What all do you know about him, Glorious?
I mean, he's a great bartender. He has one of the best memories I've ever had. One of the reasons we kept him around. He's memorized every single face of every customer that's come in. In fact, I think that's kind of one of the things that Colonel was bragging about when he came back.
We're fucked.
That was the thing, yeah. Colonel was like, oh, you won't believe it. Davey was able to figure out who all the people at the gauntlet were and help rally them up for that big meeting. It was awesome.
Oh my god.
Could be anybody.
He's always been like that.
Yeah, he's a genius. He doesn't talk, though. Well, I don't care. We all have our quirks.
There is a box here. What's the likelihood that he never went at the same time that you did? Do you think that's possible? Do you know how long you were out?
I think it was a couple hours. It was just the travel.
You guys remember, it took traveling to the gauntlet, like, almost, like, half a day to
Yeah.
fly out.
Because I mean, if he's in on it, then he could have easily faked it and then like
Then they captured
never gotten actually locked into his box, and then he stays here with us, and then goes and joins you when we all get taken. And then it's like, oh my
But I showed
God,
up before you
surprise.
guys. That's
Yeah.
what I don't get.
Like they woke up in the same entrance room we did, from what I understand.
You remember?
When was the last
you
time
remember
we saw Davey?
Remember after the prisoner broke out of the basement of, like, your apartment burnt down mysteriously
Uh-huh.
that evening. And you guys went back there. There's two things. There was the big hole in the windows and whatnot that was sealed up, and both Davey and the prisoner were gone. But Davey was gone because he was in the gauntlet, but he was also there before the apartment burnt down where he should have been in the gauntlet.
So I guess there are two options here. Either there are two versions, or he's one.
I'm just not getting the time.
I don't know, but I mean, but if you were passed out for almost an entire
Really
day,
sounds like there's two Davies. Like a real Davy and an impersonator, rather than one evil mastermind Davy. Going back and forth.
Well, then I guess Glorious never would have seen the Davy that was at the engine gauntlet necessarily, so it could have just been a random dude that was
Be really
like
easy.
brainwashed to say he was Davy, right?
It'd be really easy to impersonate somebody who never talks.
The dude's just a kid. You can't accuse the guy of anything. He's innocent. That guy's never done a mean thing a day in his life.
Glorious, you said that he brought us. That he came to bring us the package, right? We never saw him when he came.
Yeah, he brought the package to Runaba to give to Indy. But he didn't come back. Or at least he didn't say hi to us when he did. I haven't seen him since.
I believe the package was simply dropped off and nobody saw Davy deliver it.
Real fast. Ulter is still with us, right?
Ulter is by the statue at this point.
Okay. I don't
on
need
standby.
don't need another goddamn cloud man that is just like
We have to make
10
perception
minutes
checks.
later. It's like,
No, yeah, if
it
you want to
was
keep an eye on him during this time, yeah, he's
Yeah.
sitting here essentially kind of observing the conversation.
Time. Okay, so
I'll
I'm
like
gonna sit next
position
to
myself so I can
Okay.
just have him in like my line of sight.
timeline wise, what did we do right before Rudenbaugh?
Rudenbaugh was in Texas. That was our first stop, right?
Rudenbaugh's Louisiana.
Louisiana. That was our first stop.
Yeah,
Was that
that was where. Well, you guys figured it out.
Rudenbaugh was where Cloudman, like we went into like the utility works, like the water works basically of the city.
Yeah.
And that's the first place we went with Cloud?
Yes.
So before that
That was also where Fisty got kidnapped and killed by Luau.
Yeah.
okay? And so
Oh, memories.
we. So was that where Hostel slept on? Well, that's not really gonna be helpful when.
Slept on the roof?
Yeah.
What?
Probably.
That was whenever we were all hanging out on the roof of the hotel.
Right.
Yeah, I sent a picture.
That was before we went to the.
There was the broken water pipe.
Was that when?
Mistress, how do you know about that?
We told her.
Yeah, you came
I have a
back.
whole new theory.
Mistress is nameless.
Shit. No, because that was after you guys saw the Celestian, right? And that evening you came back.
No, that was.
We didn't see the Celestian.
We didn't see the Celestian until after.
Texas, right?
No, it was.
No,
we were
it
still
was
in
after-
Rudenbaugh.
You went to the capital because Fisty died.
Yeah, it was after Fisty got
Fisty
ice.
died in Rudenbaugh.
Yeah.
But
And then-
that's not why we met the Celestian. though.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
We literally went there.
To try to resurrect her.
I thought we. Oh yeah, that's right.
The junk
So-
shop is also in Rudenbaugh,
Okay.
where you guys wanted to get the armor and all that.
And so
We
when
only
you
spent
came,
like an hour in Texas, and then John Cole shot that guy in the fucking face.
Yeah, Texas was a
and
footnote.
then
What was the town
and
in
then
Texas?
what happened in
L'Oreal.
the bar?
I mean, the bar
Oh.
was that still in Rudenbaugh? That was still, yeah.
Yeah, because I was
Bar
upstairs.
Mod saw himself.
Yeah, you were mad.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you thought he like came upstairs.
Uh huh.
while we were all
And
actually-
I thought I was talking to him about shoes,
That's right.
and and then he left. And if Davey was supposedly there at the same time,
That's a hell of a coincidence.
that is hell of a coincidence.
Yeah, at the very least, the Davy we brought back from the gauntlet was not the real Davy.
Or, I mean, Glorious is saying that this whole time he's been able to memorize faces really well.
How does Glorious know that if he doesn't talk?
Well,
That's
he
what
writes
Carl said.
everything
He
down.
has a ledger.
He's yeah, he's mute doesn't mean.
Well, I don't think he is mute though because he told his name to Hostel. He just didn't talk most of the time.
Okay, not actually mute, but just quiet. Like I said, real easy to impersonate somebody who's that quiet.
I don't know. I just.
So what are you saying? What do you?
Well, at some point,
Do you think he has something to do with this?
Davy became nameless, or nameless.
Who the
became
fuck is
Davy.
nameless?
Changeling that's been terrorizing Mob.
Oh God, changelings.
And he's one of the head members, as far as we're aware, of the Greycoats group, who are the ones that started the gauntlet and who are the ones that are evidently brought this here. So behind it, maybe.
Well, maybe we can ask him some questions then.
Can
I
we?
mean, as long as the static's not an issue anymore, it's not an issue anymore, is it? Unless somebody
no.
comes and turns it back on. I have no idea how well this is monitored.
Well, you can continue to do your job and like stand guard.
People don't visit it unless when I'm away from it. I spend most of my time in the church.
Is it?
Preaching the
He
sermon.
brought us here on the condition that we would take him to Bridespeak,
I mean, I think we can still do what's in Bride's Peak.
the source of the voice.
Okay, we're definitely going.
It'd be awkward if you didn't.
I mean, 100% for sure.
It really
But-
would be if you didn't.
But,
Nah, let's just
but,
go to TW's and ask for a job.
Let's go back to Rude.
but, what if, riddle me this, old hair, it's taking everything in me not to call him old hair. Old hair. That's the only way how I wrote it down too. Is old hair. Oh.
Tiny man.
Keep
He has pets. Okay, what if you stand guard here while we go and see if we can find this old friend of ours? Because if he doesn't know,
How will I know you're not just going to abandon me down here? The second I realize I've been betrayed by you, I will turn this back on.
I can guarantee you. I mean, what do you want as
One
like,
of you stays.
we need all of us.
Well, then take me with you.
Can I yeah, but we need somebody to watch this. Can't I give you a dollar or something?
Money has no.
I can give you a. I have a marble that says F1 on it. How about that? That's very important.
Oh, the freaking ketchup packet marble. I gotta pee really bad.
Do it.
I can give you 5 candles.
How easy would it be to destroy the pillar?
They can give you
Also,
a
we
day's
know if
worth
that
of
would have any
rations.
repercussions.
There are drumsticks on here twice.
Also,
No, I don't.
what if we use Mistress's mage hand and just fun button the shit out of this pillar?
It's just what?
Fun button the shit out of this pillar.
I mean, there's always the risk of
He's a killer.
damaging the button or potentially bringing the entire cavern down.
button.
Oh, you were
It
thinking.
would be our luck. The
Okay,
button would
okay.
explode and some of the shrapnel would hit the switch and
I
turn
was
it back
thinking of a
on.
different fun button.
I mean, if
how-
the pillar's exploded,
how-
then
Easily destroyed does this
the
pillar
button
look like it
explode,
is?
The lever
What are you talking about? It looks like it's about if we're comparing, it's pretty big. Like it's the size of a statue, like that would be put in a park, like a big statue.
So if we had someone who could
I
wild,
mean, you probably have to put bombs on it and shit,
so
but
if we
Glorious
had someone,
can watch it, maybe.
if we had someone who could wild shape into a mole or a giant badger, we could make this happen. Let me make a quick phone call to someone I know.
Oh my god.
I call Seraphina.
Crossover.
No, but what if
How much
we
do you want to pay?
what if we use the fun button on this bitch and destroy it?
You can try.
Certainly try.
Again, though, I mean, we need to be careful because we could destroy. I mean, the walls itself. I mean, we could bring the whole sewer down on us.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, it's a little bit more
Perhaps.
trepidation underground.
We should simply leave it for the time being and get to Bridespeak as quickly as possible so we can simply deal with the source rather than trying to wasting time trying to deal with this relay.
Sure.
I dig that.
Sure.
Every
I
moment
have-
we spend
how
trying
long-
to deal
I
with
have
the
a
relay is the
compromise
moment
for
that
you
the
all.
Greycoats might discover us.
What's that, Altair?
Well, I mentioned to your friends earlier, but the source of the voice is a whole other beast compared to the relay. Your minds would be mush before you even entered the city limits.
So you're saying we need to level up?
I'm telling you,
We need to
I
go
have a
grind
way
stuff
around
into
that.
the strong.
Oh no, it's not me.
the Greycoats left devices so they wouldn't be affected by the voice.
Ooh.
Oh.
I know where they are.
Okay, okay,
I can
okay.
acquire them for you while you do your errand and further prove my allegiance. How about that?
Okay, but what happens if somebody finds us and turns back on?
Then I turn it back off.
easy enough. Let's do it.
Like I'll just
I'm gonna insight real
I'll
quick.
just come back and turn it
Where?
off.
How? Are,
Yeah, I trust him.
Where are these devices? Are they within
It's 11.
the city?
The tunnel systems.
So they're close by.
There'll be a few, several clicks in the other
A few
direction. I know
several.
they have warehouses within that.
Altair,
The agents must put them on before entering in.
do you recall the location of the bar that we took you to?
I do.
Would like for you to get these devices and bring them there.
It will be my honor.
Well, it's like it'd be pretty obvious
You-
if
what
it
was your
turned
insight?
back on, right?
What was your insight?
Oh, like 11.
11. I mean, this is a crook, but I mean, he seems to have a deal with Mistress.
It'd be pretty obvious. It'd be pretty obvious if someone turned this back on, right? Like, if it gets turned back on, we know how to get back down here, and we can.
The voice's pull is gradual. It will not be as strong as the first, as when we last entered down here, but eventually it would.
All right, so let's.
Seems a pretty simple solution. To simply go to Bridespeak. Get the devices, go to Bridespeak. Bingo.
Well, yeah,
bingo,
and
bongo.
while he gets the devices, it sounded like we might be able to at least see if Davy is here. I don't think we should tip Davy off on that we have suspicions about him. We can just look for him and tell him that we don't know what to do about the static, and so we want everyone to leave and be safe, and then just suss him out a little bit. And if he's not around, then maybe we can like go through his apartment or something.
I'm so sad.
We should have known. CJ cared about him. He had to be fucked.
He's a cool dude. And I had to kill him.
Can't
It's a
roll
classic
inside
D-
on a
cla-
dude who doesn't fucking talk.
Classic DM move. Make CJ care about an evil ass
I
character.
literally gave him no voice.
Yeah.
To like, why do you like him?
Because CJ, she's
'Cause
gonna
he's
like
fucking
evil ass
quiet.
characters.
Touche. Touche. Alright, anyway.
Oh, she likes Mistress.
Alright, so what are you guys doing at this point?
Well,
Going to Davy's apartment.
So at this
Right.
point, you
Mistress
guys,
brings out the chaos I want to have. I think that's why I like her.
Altair brings you over to this ladder system that leads upwards here. He reaches and grabs onto what appears to be one's skin, thin air, and you see like this white light appear on the ceiling. And it unapparates like an illusory wall.
oh,
All of a sudden there's a hole leading into a building. As he like apparently pulled like a invisible hatch down.
Can we all agree this dude's sketchy?
Your entrance to my estate, the Church of Route 6.
I
is
thought
on
I
you
was an
now.
idiot.
can I
If you'd like to
Who is
go
this
back
guy?
through the sewers to the other location, that is your choice as well.
can I go feel around for what you
His
just
idiocy
pulled
seems
and see if like I can actually touch it?
non-threatening.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm curious.
pet.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Make an investigation.
That pet's gonna bite you and pee on your shoes.
8.
I'm not gonna feel bad for you because you
8?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you go up and feel. There's. It's thin air. Nothing invisible. It's not like your hands colliding with anything.
Always prefer a little thick air.
A little thick.
Okay.
I like that thick water.
Alright, so does everybody ascend at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Glorious and the group ascend while Ulter travels into the tunnel behind the statue.
Oh.
The fuck?
Okay.
Oh, I mean, that's where he said he was gonna go get the
Yeah.
True.
He's
Yeah.
just like, Back in the city.
Ah!
Okay.
Right.
Back in the
It's
city.
litterally me in the morning.
Back in the
in
city of
Terminal
Palegrass,
Light.
you guys enter. It's about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon at this point. Entering out
Because we're
of the
back
Church
out
of
in the
Route 6 at
day.
this point. You're into this empty, hazy town,
Eat it.
and you are free to pursue your interest there. And Glorious is like, well, I can lead you there unless you guys said you already been to his apartment once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember you guys went and looked afterwards.
Hey.
Alright. You guys begin trekking through the town and you go over to the northwestern apartment complexes that are aside from here. This is one of the locations in which the apartment burnt down, in which Hostel brought everybody to on session 4. Here in town, you guys ascend the familiar staircases of the last time you've been here up to the home where Davy's apartment will be. Glorious goes up to the door and he gives it a hearty, "Hey, Dave! It's me again! Just checking seeing if you're still going for the shift or if you left or not. I'd really like to know!"
That would be it.
And then,
Mistress will
No
simply
response.
try the door.
as you go and try the door, it's locked.
Not
Hostel?
for long.
Oh yeah.
You have a lockpicking.
Make your attunement
the
check.
That's funny.
Just like Cthulhu's it.
Fuck that lock.
That's the only time you ever roll higher on these like lock checks.
He's on his special power, which it's kind of like story based for it to work. Yeah, but no, it opens.
Thanks to Hostel, our party is immune to locks.
Amazing.
We're the opposite of Vox Machina.
So yeah, it opens up.
I'm still scared of doors. Okay, who you are.
Doors are not my enemy.
Okay, so you guys,
Kill a god, but damn a door.
you guys enter into the apartment, right?
Yep.
In this room, there's a dichotomy in the state of the room from whence you had like before. When you entered there was hardly anything the first time. There was a single bed, a wardrobe, his other rooms. Everything was accordingly very practical. There was nothing there that didn't need to be there from before. There was nobody there at that time either, and essentially just a completely clean room with, aside from just like a messy cabinet space for medication and whatnot, nothing else was in here. You enter in now, and the room is torn asunder.
Ooh.
You see a series of like the sheets are like ripped to pieces. You see pillow stuffing just absolutely gutting the floors. You see the carpet being like pulled out by fingernails, like just being ripped at specific parts, like a dog is itching at the carpet. You see walls where the drywall is just punched in multiple locations.
Like that.
You see the bathroom doors torn off its hinges and laying down on the bed on the other side. Inside, the glass on the mirror shattered. The porcelain on the toilet is cracked and ruined. You see puddles of water leaking from this that have been going for however knows how long and then draining into the shower on the other side of the room. In his bedroom, it's even worse. There's a series of red circles all over the wall. But essentially like X's all over the wall.
Someone's playing TikTok.
Just like X, 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 just in like quadrants and different proportions.
Wait, then what are the circles?
Don't, we'll ignore the circles. That's kind of my brain rambling.
Okay.
Okay.
Across the wall, and then the room here isn't the same, and it's like this dark red liquid all over.
Like blood.
Can I investigate the liquid?
Blood.
Make a medicine check.
Medicine.
Not medicine. No. Yeah. Medicine.
So this is blood.
What could be? It could
You
be
will see if you know.
I'm gonna lick it. Does it taste metallic?
Wow, this is some crazy looking Kool-Aid.
It's actually just saliva and food coloring.
God. I mean, it's anyone's guess.
God, this is fucking some fucking liquid.
I lick it.
Oh my god.
It's blood.
Okay, I
Terrible
lick
idea.
That is what.
Yeah, tennis now. Congratulations.
Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm having trouble remembering back. But we encountered like a ransacked room like this in Hillgrass before, hadn't we? I thought that we like I can't remember whose room would have been.
Is this? Yeah, I was like, is this similar to the what was the office?
No, this was a long time ago. This was like.
I feel like
I know, but is
remember
this
that
similar
too.
to?
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember where it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure off the top. You have to be more specific. I'm not sure.
I can't remember who we went to visit someone, and.
Because you did visit Davey before.
Yeah, but it was
wasn't
normal.
like this.
Yeah, no. There was somebody else's
was it?
apartment or house or something that we went to investigate, and it was ransacked in like kind of a similar way.
I feel like I remember that too.
I'm having like deja vu.
If I did describe it as this place by accident, it's way worse now.
I don't think it was this place though.
Because I don't remember. Yeah, I thought I described it pretty accurately. This place.
No, that's okay.
Was one of the hotel rooms that we stayed in
hostels
ransacked like this?
Oh, like one of our rooms got
Yeah.
ransacked?
Maybe.
Well, I remember the hotel caught on fire real bad.
I mean, yes. That we know.
But I don't think any of them were. I don't remember any of them being ransacked.
Like in Rudenbaugh, maybe?
No,
No,
because
this was in Pilgrass, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
You have to go back and watch the recap.
This would have been like an actual year ago. Like it was
Yeah,
a
a
long
long time. I
time
was like,
ago.
I'm not entirely sure off the top.
Like I'm pretty sure this was pre-Gauntlet.
I'm
And I
gonna
do not
guess if our DM doesn't really remember it, it's
Yeah.
probably not important to the story.
Probably not.
Or I'm
You're right.
misleading you.
Maybe.
I roll a
Yeah,
history
fucking
check.
dick.
Anyway, this is the state of the room you're in right now.
So is it same as like the church, the office where we got over there?
Huh?
Is it similar at all to the office in the church?
Not necessarily. This looks more like obsession. Like somebody is like taking a compulsion out. You see like with the spots on the carpet picked off and like the same area with holes punched in and
I want to go into the bathroom and look in the medicine cabinet.
go into the medicine cabinet. You see pill bottles
Uh-huh.
that were in there that filled up this container. You also found pill bottles in the bed last time you were in here, but everyone's empty. Everything's completely empty.
I want to check all the names on them.
They're all different.
Any that I recognize?
Make a history check.
Who good?
Call Indian.
Andy, will you come look at these with me? Since you know names. Like of people that live here.
Yeah.
Can I roll with advantage with your help? Sure. Okay. History 18.
18?
18.
Okay, checking through here. There is one name, especially Andy points this out as you guys are going through that kind of
No.
is a little jarring to see. There's a 1 second. I got brain fart.
So Mrs.
Stop eating
Jameson.
brain beans.
What?
It's so stupid.
What if your mom's
Oh yeah,
nameless?
there's a
My mom's name is.
Everyone's nameless.
one specific name here that doesn't have a first or last name, which is not common. A lot of Legion folks just go by one name, but there's one that's just a single name, Lloyd, which is just a basic generic name if that weren't for the names of one of the town council members, one of the 5 council members.
Ooh, Lloyd.
It's Ludwig Lloyd,
Oh.
Valerie, Todd, and then there was it's not off the top of my head. Glorious was one at one point, but he was
I
usurped.
wrote all
Place
these
for Todd.
down.
Which is the one
Yeah.
that Fisty curb stomped?
Yeah.
Ludwig.
Ludwig. Yeah, I've got Pilgrims Town Council, Valerie Jameson, Lloyd, Todd Jameson, Ludwig, Heidi.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Lloyd was one of them, and it's just it's one Bill bottle. And I'm like, that's an important name here.
What kind of medicine is it?
Anxiety and sleep medication.
Nice.
Seems
Could
Are they
it?
all anxiety sleep medication, or are they?
Yeah, that's the only type. Off-brand kind of shoots.
If you ran out.
could he be, I mean, impersonating these people? How often is this Lloyd person seen around town?
I don't know, I haven't been here in ages.
How often?
When's
Is
the
Gloria
next
still with
time you
us?
saw
Video.
your
Yeah,
parents?
Glorious is with you.
Glorious. How often? What do you know about Lloyd?
Oh, Lloyd?
I'm not
Oh,
saying
Lloyd?
I'm not saying, but if
Lloyd was kind
Never
of
seen them in the same room together. Yeah, exactly.
Lloyd was kind of a hard character to read. He was a half giant, and really didn't know the language much, but had a lot of pull with the folly, so it was pretty advantageous for Valerie.
What do you mean he didn't know the language much?
I mean, he didn't know common. He knew Eastern folly.
Did he speak that language?
He spoke a couple words of it. Or I mean, that language probably. I don't understand it.
I just mean, did you hear him talking ever?
Oh no, I never talked to Lloyd.
Interesting.
So changelings, their voice doesn't change, right?
no, their voice does.
I thought.
Absolutely does.
It's with the
Impersonate
it's with the
everything.
disguised self that you can't change your voice.
A spell separate from changelings.
Yeah, they can like adapt their vocal.
Then why wouldn't you just talk?
Mod should have just like been like, they sure as shit can.
Probably. He just repeats it back with Indy's exact voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the horror.
It's like a mimic.
Yeah, freaking Wendigo.
What is this?
Probably for the same reason that he would need bottles and bottles of anxiety and sleeping pills.
It's around this point as you guys are investigating, there's
Really
a
shy.
knock on kind of like the apartment wall from where the door was, where it was opened up. It's a character you spoke to the first time you visited this place,
Oh,
the
great.
next door neighbor who was asking about Davy. It was like, oh, hey everyone! Oh,
I'm so sketched out by everyone.
I didn't, my god, what happened over here?
It's a great question. We were looking for our good friend. We've been really worried about him. And we came to find his home like this.
I visit. I've never gotten him to open the door. I visit every day. Is he all right? This looks like a scene has occurred.
We don't know for sure.
Oh dear.
But if you hear
I
from
should call the police. I'm not feeling so well these days, but I should be able to help if I can.
Insight.
Yeah.
$14.
I was gonna say, do we
14.
want to
The figure is. He looks like kind of foggy-headed. You think he might be referencing the voice?
Well, right. I want to make sure he's not.
Oh, with that. Oh, that. I mean, he seems to be truthful.
Okay.
I don't think you necessarily need to call the police. I pull out my gold card. I'm like,
Oh.
we got this handled here.
Oh, I'll leave. I just.
Oh no, there's no problem. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
We are the police.
the higher than the police. is
Yeah,
already
leave
checking
Scooter
this
and
out,
Skeeter
so-
out of this.
You guys have a good day.
I have in my notes.
And
there's
the
2
figure
police officers, one's 15 and D.
walks off and walks off down the hallway.
I didn't mean to fucking like scare him out of here. I was just trying
It's
to
probably
keep
for
him
the
from calling
best.
the police. Cause like we're straight up just like breaking into this dude's home.
No, we're not the normal social.
Maybe a weird question. Do changelings bleed red? Like,
Let's find out.
weird
I
question.
mean, you've been in fights with me. Yeah, I bleed normal blood red.
Okay.
Why have you seen Davey bleed like black?
No, that was more a CJ question.
We just
but-
start cutting people.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
weird.
like, I'm not gonna trust anybody. It's
Weird,
like, oh,
Davey
we just
doesn't
cut
bleed
him.
at all.
It's a supernatural situation. We
He's
just keep
just
sticking
a
touching sulfur
His
against
blood
him.
looks like milk.
We're just spraying everybody in the face with Nerf guns full of holy water. Like, Kevin?
Nerf guns.
Alright.
Yes.
Kevin Tran?
Nerf guns.
Squirt guns.
Well, at least the townsfolk look
Don't
like they're
Nerf
coming
have,
back to
like,
normal a little
water
bit.
guns?
God,
Take a Nerf dart.
what
and soak
happened to
it
this
in water.
place?
Yeah. I don't fucking know.
I hope he's okay wherever he is.
swear nerve cells.
Oh, if he's who we think he is, I think he is fucking dandy.
Well, I think the best we could do is look out. Good.
Glorious, you need to be careful. He can be anyone.
Yeah, could be anyone.
When
How do you guys tell yourselves apart? It could be one of you guys too.
Just like look at Maud.
No one would be as fucking stupid as we are.
Yeah,
That's
no,
pretty
we
pretty glorious.
I mean, we have our own code system that we use to identify each other and make sure that we're all.
Yeah, see,
we're all
nerve,
here.
super, soaker. Suck it
Okay.
up, Kayla.
What?
That wasn't what you were talking about. You just got saved.
I said nerve.
All
You
right,
got
well,
saved. You got lucky.
I don't think we have any luck here unless we want to wait out for him.
I honestly don't know if he'll come back.
let's just wait a few weeks.
So sad.
Let's see how long
We
we
instantly double the amount of time that's passed in the campaign.
Let's just see how long we can.
Well, we
make
have to
Voltaire
play the
wait.
next 4 years just to get there.
Yeah.
There.
Shit.
And we're coming here sitting over
Okay,
here.
But I don't think we can afford to wait around for him. So.
I mean, if you want to wait around for him, you certainly can. But we.
There's only-
Our goal is to take care of the voice.
We've got a
For
super
good.
spelunk.
I think there's only one other thing that might be worth looking into. Maud, you said that Nameless works from home? Did we find that out right?
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Found out over the operators.
He's
That
like
operator
a
said that
remote-
the operator that was Flail worked from home, didn't work in the Bravemind office.
Yeah.
Well, he obviously wasn't working from here.
Do you know that for sure?
I mean, it doesn't look.
Was
it's
he
not
working
like
from the office of the church?
It's not like a computer.
Could have been a laptop.
That's true.
Yeah.
At least it's not here.
Well, Davey worked at the library.
Can we-
That was where he worked during the mornings, at least.
So I mean, would it be worth going over just to
Yeah. Can
give
you,
give a quick peruse of the library?
Yeah.
And then
Do
we
you,
can
do you know where in the
meet?
library he worked? Like where he had set up shop?
We
Well, I
went
mean-
there.
He
Yeah,
ran the
he's been there.
computer lab.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go take a look.
Did one of us at one point go to the computer lab?
You did.
You went there, but you essentially researched like names and
I
whatnot.
mostly did books.
Yeah, but you did get information from
Oh yeah, because we didn't
from
know.
her about where Davey's residence was. You did learn about his apartment from that lady
Can
here,
you-
and you did
Did
find
my
out some
students
other
keep
census
looking at my screen?
information.
I'm like, I look literally 20.
Okay.
I mean, I'm for checking out the library if you think it'll give us any leads on Nameless, if that is actually.
If that's his
Yes.
real name.
Moving out of the apartment here, everybody make a perception check.
Okay. Good guy.
That's a 12.
Chunky monkey.
Brass
Nine.
It's also a 12.
19.
That funky
Nat
monkey.
20. So
Okay.
23.
Yes. Oh.
10.
You also
Will not
I
want-
also
accept.
got a 12.
Oh my God.
As you
You gotta stop high fiving my right hand with your right
Why?
hand.
As you guys begin to
It's
leave
more
the
awkward.
building here, walk, Indy running your hand along the wall, just traveling along with you here, something just for an instant catches your eye. As you pass by the doors on your left that your hands are going across, you see a faint, this tiniest patch of red on the doorknob of the apartment next to him. Where Davey was.
Like the one where the old person was in?
Ooh.
Old man Ding.
Guys.
What?
Open the
No!
door!
It's the smallest little speck. Like, it's about the size of the one that was on the handle
God.
back in Outpost
He's
4.
Oh my
here,
God.
he's here.
Mistress will try the
We
door.
can kill him.
You try the door?
Yep.
Okay, so locked.
Mistress walks in.
I use my feature to lock the door.
Confidently.
I walk in right
Confidently,
behind
I like
her.
that detail.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
walking in.
Yeah, I'll walk in. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
walking in here, you essentially move throughout, and the lights are off and whatnot.
I turn
But-
them on.
You turn them on. You essentially turn on the lights and look at the sofa. A figure, an old man. His throat slit.
Fuck!
Same man that you had just talked to moments
Is he? Does he?
He's here.
Is he like freshly dead, or okay?
He's still bleeding actively on the
Holy
ground.
shit.
We
Cap-
already know that Nameless takes the place of people he kills. He's around here somewhere.
Mistress is gonna try to staunch the bleeding.
Thank you.
yeah, I was gonna say I'll also use lay on hands if that'll even work.
He's tailing us.
Can
I'm already
He
out
is
the door.
Overly dead. Like you
Oh,
would
it
have
doesn't
to
matter.
use a resurrection.
Damn.
I'm
Can
already
I use gentle repose?
You can't.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
already bolting out the
Essentially
door.
trying to
Yeah,
do a medicine check as well because he's actively like bleeding.
Andrew Hostel and I run out the door.
Actually,
We're trying
since
to chase.
this one because you guys had this conversation probably had like 5 minutes ago is the thing, or not 5 minutes ago, like a few
It's a
minutes
14 for medicine.
What did you say? I didn't say anything. What did you say?
Yeah, Hostel and I run out the door. We're gonna see if we can try to like figure out where he went.
Yeah,
catch
I'll
up to
follow
him.
as
So once you get onto the patio,
I can locate creature. I can locate creature.
Mistress is
I
gonna
don't know
send
if
it
Kit
doesn't count as a
also.
person though, right? Is it humanoid? Does that work like that?
Mine is only 11.
Name. I can describe it or name a creature that's familiar to me.
What was
but
yours?
he's not really that familiar.
Did you roll a perception? Please roll better than I did.
If not,
I'll also roll perception as we go out of the hallway.
And yeah, if that's the case, yeah, you at least be able to like stop the bleeding and general repose.
Yeah.
and-
yeah, I already clicked my
Yeah.
spell slot.
I got a 7% for perception, so.
We got an
7.
11.
I also got an 11.
You guys burst out into the empty streets of Pelgrass, where the voices just ravage the people here, and no one. The streets are empty. He's gone.
I could have used my
Can I
salary
send
to-
my homunculus servant just to like run around town and
You can do it next week.
That is a good spot to end.
Ah.
That was a good session.
Fuck. Oh, that's
Thank
good.
you, everyone.
God, we were
Yeah.
so. I knew that was him. My goddamn rolls are so bad.
I showed Kayla a clip from session 5 at the very beginning where you guys went in and saw the pill bottle. She's like, oh, he might be a changeling or something. And everyone was like, yeah. And they kept going. I'm like, fuck.
There was no reason why that. There was no
Damn it, they
reason.
know there's a changeling involved now.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
then
wait, they
after.
don't. They forgot. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Well, yeah, and after we watched that, then it was just kind of like a spiral.
And so Caleb, I always help them point out stuff. But anyway, thank you, everyone.
God damn it.
why do I feel like when we eventually fight Nameless, it's gonna be like a video game. We're gonna have